Okay, Kyle and Corin back in the flesh. Kyle, I missed you on the internet last week, but I got to see you in person, dog. That was
Yeah,
cool.
man. Yeah, been a while. Been a while, but we went to one of my kids' soccer games. You guys were coming through because you were going to a wedding.
Yep.
It looks like you guys had fun at that wedding. It was a long wedding, man. You were there for a week.
Yeah, it was not something that was like I mean, I feel like in the Indian religion they have like week-long weddings, which I've always like seen from afar, and I think that's like a real thing where they do that shit, like they
They
literally have a
do.
wedding for
They
like a
do.
week.
Yeah.
And
They do.
it's
Yeah.
I mean, seems like a little excessive on the on the outside, like, and a little bit of like, all right, like you kind of just need one day to celebrate. But then on the flip side, it's also like it's a big moment, so it's kind of cool that you do it for a week, you know?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's a little much. It would be a little much to celebrate for a week straight. But I mean, you basically got like a week vacation, so you
Yeah.
can't beat that.
So Molly was the maid of honor in this wedding, in Outer Banks, North Carolina, and I have never heard of Outer Banks. I never knew it was like a thing. Somebody told me that there was like a Netflix show.
Oh yeah, I think there was a Netflix show about it. But there were houses falling into the sea, bro, right before
Oh,
you showed up.
So like, I mean, people always say this about I think like Miami and like there was
Yeah,
like
Miami too.
Lakeshore Drive in Chicago.
Hmm.
There used to be a volleyball tournament that when I worked with Wilson, they always had like multiple courts on the beach, but like 2 years ago they could only do like one court up because there wasn't enough sand anymore. Like it's a real like is it a real thing that like South Florida is going to be underwater at some point, that like all these places are going to be underwater?
Bro, have you been in Miami or in, like you said, the Outer Banks?
Hmm.
There's this place we went called Topsail Beach in North Carolina.
Hmm.
Just when it rains, not even like, oh shit, that it rained for 2 days straight, or it like was torrential rain, just a normal ass rainstorm,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh shit, there's 3 inches of water on the road, like that,
Yeah.
and that's a normal ass. So like, of course, yeah, these places in enough time, like they're done, they're cooked, it's over. They're gonna fucking erode. Houses are gonna fall into the water, like you saw happen 3 days before you showed up there. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It's kind of wild because so the house we stayed at like it was incredible. It was a huge ass house and it must have been built like fairly recently, which again is like surprising because if they know that all of these, like, high, like, like they see all these videos of houses collapsing, all this shit. Like, why would you invest? It had to be millions of dollars to build this house. Regardless, it was like 35 rooms, it was like 33 bathrooms, and like,
Yeah, you stayed there with all the people who were
yeah,
in like the what's it called, the bride's party or the
yeah, like the
you know
bridal party and like
bridal
the
party.
groom
Yeah.
party. Yeah. So everyone stayed there. I think there was like 50 something adults. There was I don't know how many kids, probably 20 something. Um, but the house was massive. It had a sauna, it had an arcade, it had a theater, it had a big ass pool, and then it went straight down to the beach. And it was dope. Like we were there for a week, everyone got along. There was mad kitchens, and it was crazy because I don't know if you sent me the video or if I sent you the video, but like Outer Banks is like literally it's like like just a sliver,
Hmm.
like of land literally in the water.
Yep.
And it must have been a different part of the island, but there were houses that I'm always fascinated by this too, that someone would build a house on the water, literally like out of like toothpicks. It looks like they're on stilts. And then a wave, which if anyone's ever been in the ocean, and I'm afraid of the ocean, and we'll get to this later because I saw a question come through about like sharks or something. I don't fuck around with the ocean because that water is crazy, bro. Like, so the
Yep.
first day we were there, Molly and I ran on the beach. And it was beautiful. Like the water was pushed back, it was hard sand, and we were able to run.
Hmm.
But then, like as the days went on, like the water kept getting like higher and higher. And then the last day, I'm standing in the water, like just taking a video, and like this shit, I'm not even exaggerating, like almost knocked me out. Like it almost took my feet under me because it swept me up so like fast.
It's because there's a nor'easter, dog. There's a nor'easter hitting right now, and that's what that water was, I think. You
Yeah,
know.
it must have been because
Yeah.
we were lucky because we didn't get too much rain. I think it rained like one morning, but it was intense, and it made
Yeah,
me
the
think
water
like,
effects of the nor'easter was pushing the water in, you know?
yeah, and it's like I don't know how there's like regular homes there, like how someone would be like, yeah, I want to move there and live my whole life there, you know, like scary.
So for all the houses on the beach, it's really rich people
Yeah.
who get those places.
Yep.
So it's all really rich people on the beach. And then I think they have, I think
So it's like
no,
their second home type of shit, or like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah, most of the time, yeah.
yeah,
But also, I think there's no insurance company that will insure it. So it's like the
probably,
government has to insure it.
yeah,
So like rich people want it built, and then the government pays if anything happens to it. It's sort of like sort of fucked up because it's like, why should we have to pay because you wanted a house that we knew was going to get wiped away within a decade? You know, you're on
100%.
borrowed time. That shit is going away, whether it's a hurricane or just erosion or whatever.
Yep.
You're cooked. You
Yep.
know. So yeah, but that it's the places like that are beautiful. You know, they're beautiful, but you never would want to live there for that reason. That you know, at any given time, Mother Nature could just say "fuck you" and end
Yeah.
it. You know.
Yeah. And like there, I don't know if it's a thing in the Outer Banks or something like that, but I found one Goodwill and there was a lot of sneakers. There was a lot of like shoes in the spot. And apparently I saw, and then after I heard the guy at the cash register talking about this, people apparently people don't wear like socks and shoes out there. Like they just walk around barefooted. It's like a thing.
Well, they probably wear sandals, right?
No, like just straight feet out. Like the lady was in the Goodwill store in the aisle with just like her feet out.
Fuck that. That's weird
Yeah,
as fuck.
super weird. But like I guess that's like I don't know if it was just an Outer Banks thing, but I don't know. Regardless, we had a good time out there. Weather was mad nice. The wedding was mad nice, and it was a nice getaway for like a week. We really enjoyed it. I did like a kind of like a vlog. I just
Oh, nice.
pieced everything together. Literally,
When's it
like
uploading? Is it uploading soon?
yeah, I'll put it up, but like so I didn't do like any transitions. It's literally
Oh,
like
that's all right.
but
That
like
doesn't
I'm eating
matter.
a burger and then like the next scene is just cut to me in the pool, like playing pool basketball. Like,
That's fine. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
So like it's a lot, it's like 13 minutes of like just clip to clip. But I did record some stuff because there was some bangers. There was one bakery out there, dude. Do you like creme brulee?
Yeah.
It was a creme brulee donut. Like it was the outside of the shit was like a hard, like the top of the creme brulee, like the crusty part, and then the inside was the cream filling. I went back like 3 times to get that shit. It was so good.
Bro, speaking of that, I'm low key, I'm starting to get fat right now. Like I'm gaining weight. Like
No,
now
but
I'm
it
putting
wasn't
on
noticeable. Like I saw you in person. That shit didn't seem like notice. Like I
Yeah.
didn't look at you, and like I get in the car. I'm like, yo, Kyle's getting bit. Like it was. I feel like you're the same as what you were before.
Yeah, but last time you saw me in person was a hot minute ago. So
Yeah.
I probably gained like 15 pounds, I would say, because now here's how I know I'm gaining the weight
Mhm.
is there's, you know, my shirts and my jackets that I wear for my show, my button down shirts and my like jackets, my coat, my sport coats and shit. Every week I go to put them on. I'm like,
A little
this
tighter.
shit feels like tighter. Yeah. Today, one of the shirts I wore today, the button down was just straight up like hugging me, like hanging on for dear life. Like, and I said to Crystal, I was like, this is the worst part of quitting nicotine is this shit.
Yeah.
That I didn't realize it is an appetite suppressant,
Oh,
but I
really?
didn't realize how much it was suppressing my appetite. That like I was just casually like probably 185, 190 pounds, like looking pretty slim. And then as soon as I stopped, like the I'm hungry chemicals in my body were just like, you know,
What's your go-to?
what's my go-to for what to eat?
Like snacking on? Like what do you think
Oh,
is your like
I
killer
mean,
right now?
I'm not like a big foodie, so like it's whatever's in the fucking house. Like
Yeah.
I'll just snack on whatever's in the house. But like for the first 2 days, I was like not hungry at all. Maybe even longer than that. Maybe like 3 days. I just couldn't eat shit. And I was like, okay, one of the upsides of quitting nicotine will be I'm gonna lose weight. But it was the opposite. As soon after those 3 days came, it was just like blah. Okay, so Super Dan says, Kyle, try intermittent fasting, just picking 8-hour schedule and stick with it. So here's the thing. I've tried that in the past, buddy. I've tried that in the
Tried the
past.
intermittent fasting?
Of course, yes. Of course, I've tried the intermittent fasting. And for me, it seemed like it was having a negative impact on like my blood sugar and my like ability to focus and shit. So
Oh, wow.
like I would hit a lull where I would just really have no energy whatsoever, be super fatigued, not want to move, can't think, etc. And so for me, the intermittent fasting didn't work well. The thing that actually worked well for me to lose weight was the opposite, was eating every like 2 hours, eat little bits every
I
2
feel like I
hours.
remember when you did that. Yeah.
That, and I did that thinking, oh, I'm going to bulk up. And this is before I knew anything about how to bulk up or whatever.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I'm going to bulk up. So I'm going to eat every 2 or 3 hours. And I did that, but I wasn't eating any carbs. I was eating all like protein and fats. And so even though I thought I was eating more, I was losing weight and getting more cut. And so for me to lose weight, that's what was good for me. The opposite of fasting, like eat every 2 or 3 hours, little bits every 2 or 3 hours, never eat like a full ass meal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've tried intermittent fasting. I've tried everything. The thing that worked the best for me to lose weight was keto, because you just cut out all the carbs and that's an easy rule to stick by. You eat fucking like bacon and eggs all the time. But the downside was I'm sure my cholesterol was through the fucking roof when I was doing keto, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's what I did when I did my low carb, was kind of just eggs, bacon, grilled chicken.
Chicken,
Like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Oh, I didn't think too much about the cholesterol, but I more so just got tired of eating the same shit. I felt
Yeah,
like there
there's
was
just not
only
many
like,
options. Yeah. There's just
exactly.
not much you can eat.
And like if you talk to Jed, I mean, like he will like always be chefing up some shit and like throw some seasoning on it, or like he makes it look good, and he'll always find something different that like changes up the whatever. But like for me, when I did that, it was just literally bacon, eggs, grilled chicken, throw some cheese on it, and that was it. And that's all I could think of. And I was like, yo, what else is there to eat? Like steamed broccoli. And he would try to tell me other shit, but I never did it. I kind of eventually, I feel like I might have gotten sick one time, and then that threw like a wrench into everything, and then it kind of just like worked my way back in through some soup, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have some chips. Because when you're going on those diets, I don't even like, I wasn't even tempted by any chips or anything bad.
Yeah, when you're in it, you're like, oh, this is just what I do. This is just what I do. Like, there's no question about it, you know?
Yep. But so one, yes, I've noticed also when I have gotten bigger, and I am getting bigger, like putting on a dress shirt or putting on a suit
The
is
biggest giveaway.
it's the biggest giveaway. It's the fastest way to humble you, because like when you can't put like, when you put a jacket on, there's some give to it. There's a little bit of like stretching.
And you can button it. You could button the top button.
Yes, exactly. But when you put a suit shit on, there's no give in the back, and like you have that stiffness of like,
and you can't button the shit,
and you can't even come close to buttoning it. And yeah, to your point, when you put on a dress shirt, it feels like that. You feel
like
that tightness in the shit. So like, I've noticed that also. Like, I've known shirts are too small when I can't do the top, the top button. But yeah, man, that's one way. So what, are you at the point now where you put on a shirt and it hits you of like, I gotta change the shit, or are you still gonna be rocking out for a minute? Like, are you still can get the shirt on and you're like, I'll give it a couple more weeks?
No, I mean, I want to lose the weight.
Yeah.
But like, the only thing I could think of is like, and I said this to Chris, I was like, damn, I sort of need to get back on nicotine, don't I?
Nah, there's definitely other ways outside.
And I was like, I won't vape anymore, but maybe I'll use the pouches or whatever. But then I start thinking like, yeah, but it was nicotine and caffeine overdose that made me fucking get a panic attack. So I don't want to feel that shit again, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe just even a little bit of nicotine, my body might be like, and like freak out, you know? Because last time I felt it, I had a fucking panic attack. So
True.
I'm just sort of fucked is my like, I'm just like, and I was like, I told Crystal, I was like, yeah, I'll try to like eat a little cleaner. And I can stick to it where I'm eating a little cleaner. But the problem is I still feel like I'm not making any headway, because Corin, I've been gaining weight as we've been playing tennis like 3 times a week for like 2
that's
hours
weird. That's what I was gonna say. It's kind of funny that like none of the options were like, I'm gonna just wake up in the morning and go for runs or some shit. It's
well, but that's the thing. I'm already kind of doing that, because I'm working out. I'm playing tennis with Crystal like 3 times a week for like an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time.
And you're like sweating doing it, right?
Yeah, full on sweating. Heart rate going, everything. And it's been during that period that I gained like 10 to 15 pounds.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
kind of
like,
crazy.
Yo, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe my body will just reset. Like maybe it still hasn't been long enough. I quit in July, vaping. And so let's see, July, August, September, October. So I'm only like 3 months removed, So maybe my body is still kind of resetting a little bit, and that like I'll eventually plateau out or start eating less. But right now it just feels like shit, where every time, because a lot of my jackets too that I was wearing, even when I was skinnier, I could like barely get the top buttoned. You know what I'm saying? So like they kind of barely fit me even when I was at my normal skinnier weight.
Yep.
And now it's just like, oh fuck, there's only like a handful of jackets I have that really fit me properly now, that I'm like heavier. So I got to do some shit about it. I can't just fucking keep blowing up. And that's the other thing is like now I'm probably comfortably above 200. I'm probably like 210 right now, 215 right now. And that's too fat, bro. Like I'm 6 feet tall, but still 210. Like that's anything in with the twos is like, I don't know about that, man. Like I got to be like 190, 185.
But how are you, like, when you're playing tennis, like, how's your cardio? Like, is
Cardio's
it
fine.
like you're
Cardio's
good?
fine. Ever since I quit vaping and
Yeah.
we've been playing tennis 3 times a week, my cardio's good. I could run around for 2 hours straight, no problem whatsoever,
So then I would say, like, if you feel fine, then like fuck it. Like I feel like a lot of the times, like for me, when I'm like, all right, I'm a little overweight, is like when I'm out of breath doing shit. I'm like, all right, like,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
like I'm out of shape. I need to at least like run a little bit, get some stamina, get my cardio back, and then like by nature you'll just lose a little bit of weight. So I feel like if you're not, because again, I don't think it was noticeably. It's not like people are watching your show like, yo, this dude's getting fat. Like,
Nah, but I don't like it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, and I said to Crystal, some little things every now and then I'll feel it. Like when I go to sit, even this chair I'm sitting in right now today,
Yeah.
when I sat back down in it a couple times, the shit hit me with like a boom boom in a way that it didn't in the past, and I was like, yo, this is not okay.
My thing is like I love the like dry fitty type of t-shirts. I might have said this before, but I have so many
Yes,
of them.
and they're the
And, like,
worst.
and like I'll like look at myself in the mirror with my shirt off and I'll be like, my chest doesn't look that big or bad, like, but I'll put one of those shirts on and it's like I need a bra. It's like my titties are like literally, I'm like, and that's with, it's like universally with every one of those shirts.
Yep.
Like your nipples pop through, they're sagging. I'm like, what? There is no perfect shirt.
Bro, I said that my kids fucking make fun of me when I wear those shirts because they're like, yo, your nipples are showing. It's
Yes,
like,
but it's
I
impossible.
know.
No, tell them that it's just impossible to break that like non-nipple show. Like Molly put some thing on for the wedding to like
Yeah. I know
cover
the
her
thing.
nipples.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I might have to put some of them on because those shirts, like literally, I love the feel of those shirts. I love the fitting of them,
Yeah.
but I'll take a picture or something like that, and it's protruding.
Bro, it's rough because that shit also, it really highlights the fuck out of your belly.
Yes.
Even if you, I just saw, actually, I was watching a YouTube video and a dude was wearing one of those shits and he
Mhm.
wasn't even a fat guy. He was actually very skinny, but he
Yes.
had a little bit of a belly. And the fact that he wore one of those shirts made the belly look like almost twice as big as it was. Like it
Yes.
just hugs every negative feature about you. It just highlights it, those
Yep.
kinds of shirts. So I already said to Chris, I was like, I got jihad on those shirts. I'm not fucking wearing those shits, not unless I lose 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And even then, it still won't look great when I wear it.
I low key, and it sucks because again, those shirts are so comfy. They're so easy to put on. They like they're quick. I like the feel of them, but I think I have started going back to wearing like straight cotton t-shirts because the feel of them, that you can't see it. Like it just it's got more fabric there that covers it better. And to your
And
point,
it's hard to find them now. It's hard to find straight cotton shit.
yeah, I mean, I'm lucky because there's a Goodwill by me, and I've gone back on my shit where I'm just wearing white tees again.
Mhm.
So I'll just go there and buy white tees, and like they have all the old school stuff. So if like new stores probably don't have them.
Yeah, it's like mixes of like polyester and this and that. Like it's very rarely just like straight up cotton. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like once they got off that, once everybody evolved from cotton, nobody looked in the rearview mirror. They just kept like, all right, we're not doing cotton anymore.
Yep.
But that's what, when I'm getting fatter, like I want cotton, you know?
I want a cotton t-shirt also. Would you ever consider, and I feel like this is a cheat code, but like, and this is only for people that are extreme, but like some Ozempic shit?
I would consider a low dose of that shit. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking like a full ass dose of it, you know?
Yeah.
Because like when you're okay, so I'm 37 years old now. If I were to lose like 50 pounds, people would think I was sick. They would be like, bro, are you
that's a lot.
You have cancer? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you got to be careful. Like I'd have to lose only like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
And so that's a fine line. Like I probably would have to microdose that shit in order to get the effects. But that shit, I watched a YouTube video on that the other day. It was a Vox video. And that shit, the way it works about Ozempic, the way it works is really fucking interesting. Like it slows down your digestion and it like forces the release of the chemical that makes you feel full. And so you just don't want to eat as much when you take it. So, but as of right now, no, I'm not fat enough yet to actually like, I'd feel ridiculous going to ask my doctor, like, hey, can I get Ozempic? They'd be like, man, you're nowhere near fat enough to merit that. It started out as a diabetes drug, and they still prescribe it for diabetes. But you got to be like really fat in order to like really get it prescribed for you. So I'm nowhere near that. But just psychologically, I feel like I want to lose 15 pounds and like guarantee that I'm going to do it, you know?
Yeah, I feel like you can get that shit. Even if it's just like before you play tennis, if you do like, I don't know, like 10, 15 wind sprints or some shit. Also, you know what I recommend? I have like the in-house sauna thing. It was like $300. It was a red light sauna. And
is it a dry sauna or a wet sauna?
Dry.
Dry, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not like wooden. It's like literally like a
yeah,
like
it's not the
like
steamy sauna. It's not
yeah,
a steamy
yeah.
sauna.
No. It's like some tent shit, and the inside's like silver, and then it's got like these brown things in it that just heat up, but it just plugs in. And I'm in there for a half an hour, and I'm drenched in sweat. Like I leave there, my heart rate is going. I feel like I just had a diesel ass workout. Molly uses it, and I feel like for you, like if you left that sauna, like tank booth, whatever, you'd feel good. Like it's a good like. It feels like you just worked out for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, no, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that shit. I would prefer that more than any of the cold shit.
Yeah, I'm not a cold person.
Yeah, like I used to do sauna, and it was the dry one, just like what you're talking about. And yeah, it felt nice, especially in the winter. You go in there, you get nice and hot, and then you come out, feel refreshed and shit.
I was talking to because they had a sauna at the house we were at, and it worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, that shit wasn't, or maybe Wednesday through Friday, it just stopped working. And like I was pissed because I was like really like starting to like lock in with it. And for some reason, it just wasn't getting hot. And the first day on, I think it was on Wednesday, I'm sitting in there for like 20 minutes. I'm like, it's not getting hotter in here. And I like pressed the buttons mad times. I probably fucked it up more. But then Thursday and Friday, that shit just stopped working. But I was in there one day talking to someone in there, and he was a fan of like when people have hot tubs in their backyard when it's like super cold out.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like those are dope. But I feel like he said that those like don't get used as much. Like it's good in theory and people use them like in the beginning and then stop using just because they're hard to maintain. You gotta like keep that shit.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot. But the sauna in the crib is good. But I would do a hot tub in my backyard. It was just like we had a pop-up pool and that shit was hard to maintain.
Yeah, anything is hard to maintain. Anything like extra that you put in your house is always going to be hard to maintain. It's always like some extra shit you got to do for it. Our fucking heat just went out. Our heat and our AC just went out on our side of the house. The other side of the house, it's working.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was like, why? Fuck you, just work. This should not be that difficult, you know?
I just put the heat on in our crib because it's starting to get colder and
yeah, I hate this time of year, bro. I know everybody loves fall and they suck off fall like crazy. For me, I'm like, soon as that temperature starts getting a little chilly, I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
But it's not even about the temperature as much as it's about that sun setting earlier and earlier. Where now it's like, come on, man, like it should not be this dark, you know?
You know what? It was crazy. They had it was like a blood moon and then like a super moon. Like the moon recently has been looking wild. I don't know if you've seen it, but like there was one day it was like super orange and this shit like was like right over the ocean, mad big.
Yep.
And I was like, I took a picture of that shit.
Yeah, the picture doesn't do it justice.
No, the picture looks so bad. I want to show it.
Because I saw it in person too, and I've had those before too, where I saw them and took a picture. That almost does it justice, just because it's like it almost looks like the sun, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but like looking at it, I was like, whoa! And then I took the picture, and it was like tiny. I was like, oh, this.
Yeah, it doesn't do justice to what you're actually looking at, where it's like that's gigantic, you know?
It's like when you record I saw someone say this, like fireworks, and everyone's recording the fireworks at their show, and then like you try and play it back and
ass back later. So yeah. So ass. Just like, okay, there's some explosions, who cares?
All right, so I wanted to ask you because I was trying to explain to my kids kind of Columbus Day, like did Trump officially, is it called Columbus Day again, or is it
he's doing some virtue signaling, fucking like, we're calling it Columbus Day because we love the Italians, and so he's like signing an executive order and shit. But I'm Italian. I have Italian in my fucking background, and fuck Columbus. That motherfucker was a genocidal war criminal. He like raped and assaulted fucking Native Americans and shit. Yeah. So like it's totally fine, because then people say either call it like Italian American Day or call it, Indigenous Peoples Day, which is like Native American Day.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine with either one of those shits. It's just fucked up. The thing that's so fucked up about it is that we're taught like, oh, Christopher Columbus discovered America. No, the fuck he didn't.
Exactly.
He just didn't. That's just not true, right?
Yep.
So like, oh, he discovered it in the sense that like Europeans came here with that. Okay.
He found it for himself.
Yes, but then they lie about like, oh, he was an explorer and he found it and
he had these
good
3
things.
boats.
And it's like, he didn't do dick that was good. He was just a fucking raping, pillaging psychopath, but we just got to pretend, it's like the shit that whitewashes him is the same idea as like, 200 years from now, somebody whitewashing Trump in like a history book. And it's like, oh, let's have this Trump day. And it's like, fuck that motherfucker. No, I don't want that shit.
Yep.
So yeah, I just hate, like, people want to cling to the fucking myths so bad. Yes, it's Columbus Day. It's Columbus Day. And it's like, you're a grown man, bro. You're a grown man. I saw some grown man tweeting about it. Like, it's Columbus Day. It's not Italian American Day. It's not fucking Indigenous Peoples Day. And it's like, you're a grown man, bro. Like, let's grow up and move on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And who ultimately cares? It's not like Columbus was your boy, like, it's like, it's just that, like, I mean, I feel like Columbus Day is one of those holidays that was like so iconic growing up. It was like, there was the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and it was just like, it. Growing up, you were like, yeah, Columbus was that dude, like he was the guy that founded this shit. So for some people, it's almost like saying like Michael Jordan actually wasn't good at basketball, and all those videos you saw of just highlights of him making shots. Like if you watch the rest of the game, he missed every other shot he took and shit like that. Like it's like.
But here's the thing, though.
Admit to like fucking putting someone.
No, but here's the thing, though. It's actually not like Michael Jordan Day because Michael Jordan actually was that dude.
Yeah, true.
It's like saying, "Oh, we got Eric Snow Day,"
and
people are like, "I want Eric Snow Day because he was the best." And it's like, I'm sorry to tell you, that motherfucker was ass cheeks, bro.
Yeah,
like that's the comparison. Is like,
that's true.
No, Michael Jordan earned his stripes. He earned a day.
True
but like Columbus, we were just lied to about that mother. They just lied to us about that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And what's so weird to me is like, okay, we all got duped. We all got lied to. But as soon as you learn the actual legacy, if you're an adult, you got to be like, oh, damn. All right. Guess we could fucking change that one. Right.
Yeah.
But these grown ass men, and it's really conservatives is the people who are fucking reacting crazy.
Yeah. Of course.
Like the conservatives are just like, no, we're going to fucking grasp onto this and hang on to our myths. And it's like, okay, well then you're fucking playing Santa Claus is real or Tooth Fairy is real right now.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, but you're fucking ridiculous,
Yeah, I mean that's what I was gonna say. Is I mean, like they lie to us about Christmas and Santa Claus. So like, why not just lie to? I mean, like at least we kind of have this agreement that Santa Claus wasn't a real person. Christopher Columbus was real, and he was fucked up.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's almost like the Santa Claus lie is less offensive because we're lying, but he's fictional. But like we're all agreeing for a societal myth.
Yeah.
Whereas the Christopher Columbus thing is they're pretending it's fact. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, this is not fact.
I also don't get, and I was trying to explain to like my kids this shit. I was like, why didn't the indigenous people, the Native Americans, kind of just be like, nah, fuck you, dog. Like this is our land, and just like fucking kill Christopher Columbus.
But that's the thing, right? Is like there was a war, but really it was like a genocide where like all.
I feel like he was probably outnumbered. Like if someone rolls up on my land with just 3 boats, we're fucking that motherfucker up. Like,
but the tribes were separate, like there wasn't one like Native America where everybody was a Native American. It's like you had the Iroquois over here, you had the Algonquins over here, you had all these different tribes, so they were all like separated.
That's true.
And also the other thing is I don't think they had the mindset of like these people are coming to kill us and steal our land. It was just like, oh look, some people are like here,
That's true.
And then they did fucking Westward Expansion and the Trail of Tears and Manifest Destiny and just killed fucking all of them and then lied about it. Like that's the other thing. Like we're taught that it's sort of fucked up what we did to the Native Americans, but we're not really taught like how fucked up it was. Like we still do the Thanksgiving thing where it's like,
that's
they got together and they had dinner and they exchanged gifts and it was amazing. Yippee skippy. And it's like, bro, we were murdered. They were being murdered by us on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't some happy-go-lucky type shit.
True that. Imagine don't tell that to Trump because or not Trump. He would keep Thanksgiving, but if they try to cancel Thanksgiving, conservatives would go crazy
Oh,
over
that
that
would,
shit.
yeah, that would. They
That
would
would
go
be
crazy over that. They would
but
go crazy
apparently,
over that.
I remember I was in Dominican Republic with Jed, and I think they were trying to claim Christopher Columbus as being like Dominican or something like that. I feel like there was like I feel like there's like not controversy, but I feel like it's still unknown of what his background was, and they were trying to claim him, I think, in DR as being Dominican, or like whether he was buried there or some shit like that. It was something about Christopher Columbus that they were trying to like claim.
There's this interesting thing that happens where sometimes people want to be part of like the dominant ruling class type shit, you
Yeah,
know?
he's buried there.
And so a good example of that is like people from Spain, people who are Spanish but they're from Spain.
Yep.
There's a little bit more of like a arrogance to them compared to like say somebody from Cuba or some shit, because Spain was an imperial power. And so they sort of look down on like, oh, look at the like Cubans were like peasants. They were never an imperial power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and there's some people who just but like meanwhile, a racist in the US, like a Trump style racist, would see no difference between like this person's Spanish from Spain. Think of like Carlos Alcaraz, the tennis player, versus this person's Mexican from Mexico, or or from wherever. They would look at them as like you're brown. Both of you are brown. Like both of you are Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's like a hierarchy among the Hispanic people where like the people from Spain go, we're better than you if you're Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Because we were an imperial power. We were once on the top. And it's fucked up. And so to your point about the DR thing, it's like, I'm sure there's some people in DR that want to associate with like the more imperial powers that were like running the world. And so they go, oh yeah, Christopher Columbus was our guy actually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They try
it's
to
this weird, like, I don't know. It's people get weird about power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they want to be on the side of the dominant one.
Yep.
Even if they're fucked up, even if they did terrible shit. And I don't know. I was always more of the mindset of like, what you do matters. Like you can't, if you got to the top by raping and murdering, it's like, you're a piece of shit. Like, I don't care that you're at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's like Trump. I also wanted to ask you because I mentioned this to you in person. I was with someone that brought up that TikTok of Crystal just shutting down Tommy Lauren of Bad Bunny. Did you have any thoughts on like him with the Super Bowl and like, I mean, like it's whatever, right? And now,
so my initial reaction was I don't really care because I don't really care about the Super Bowl or the halftime show or whatever.
As I think nobody does, like it's a thing because they made it a thing.
But as time has gone on, now I'm like really happy they picked him because just as a fuck you to like all the shit ICE is doing, rounding up innocent people and like destroying their lives. And so they were like, let's pick some dude who's gonna sing in Spanish exclusively.
Yeah, it's so
I
crazy.
fuck with that. That's like it's like a pushback type shit. It's like a pendulum. Like you went way too fucking far in this direction. So now, motherfucker, I was saying to Chris, I was like, I wish I learned Spanish. I wish I learned Spanish. Like I took Italian when I was in high school, but a number of times since I've graduated and grown up and shit, I've looked and I've told people like I really wish I learned Spanish because the fact of the matter is, it's the second official language of the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Like there is technically no official language of the U.S., but the number one majority, most spoken, of course, is English. And then right behind that is Spanish. And there's some practicality to that shit. And so now, especially now, I feel like solidarity with my fucking Spanish speaking, brothers and sisters in this country. And like the fact that he's doing it makes me feel like, fuck yeah. And I love when he went on SNL and he said like, if you don't know Spanish, you got however many months to learn that shit. And it's like, yes, thank you. Rub that shit in because the pendulum's gone too far, man. Yeah, you have 4 months to learn Spanish. Exactly.
Yeah. I just find it funny that like people that I think had no interest in it either way. Like they asked the Speaker of the House, and he was like, I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was, but like I'd be happy if it was any name some like country music guy. But like, it's like don't act like you sit at that like halftime show and watch that shit anyway. Like it's like who cares who it is? But now to your point, it's like I love that they're almost like rubbing it in more because
like fuck you.
Yeah, like the whole like I don't know, like now they're having like is it like a all like white or like the Turning Points USA is doing like their own halftime show?
No, so hold up. So originally one person was like TPUSA should do it and have Creed for the halftime show. That's how I read that. I was like, bro, it is not 2004, dog. Like, you are fucking 21 years out of date. Didn't they do the halftime show like way back in the day? I think they did for like a way back in the day.
I know U2 did it. Creed probably did it. What does Creed sing? Creed's
Can you take me?
Oh yeah.
Higher?
That could be a banger at a Super Bowl.
But I think they did perform at the Super Bowl. But like the fact that on the right they had to go all the way back to Creed to Creed to be like, we're relevant, Creed. It's like, oh my God, man. So, but then I saw some fake memes floating around that like made a fake list of like, here's the TPUSA show, and they had like Kid Rock and that shit and a bunch of others, but it was fake. It was some fake shit. They were like,
they are actually doing their own halftime show, right?
I don't know. Maybe they were. I think they are, but I don't know who's gonna perform at the shit. But they had one that said, "With arms wide open, under the something." Yeah. But they on the fake thing that they had promoting it, it said like also starring measles or some shit underneath it. It was fake, but yeah, man. But fuck those guys. Like, fuck them. They made me like the fact that they're hating on Bad Bunny so hard made me go listen to like all of his shits, and some of his shits are bangers, man.
I mean, he definitely has bangers, and he was one that like I played basketball with him. He was mad cool, and then like we got offered tickets.
He was one you played basketball with?
Yeah, he played basketball with Bad Bunny. I got a picture with him, and then he invited us to his concert. And I'm not gonna front, like Molly and I went to his concert. I didn't know one of his shits. Like, it was tough to like.
No, that's what, when I listened to all of his all of his music, I didn't know any of them either.
Yeah,
you know?
But they're all bangers. Like Molly's listening.
A lot of them are bangers.
He's like,
and the other thing is they'll grow on you too.
Definitely.
Like the first couple times you hear it, you might be like, "This is all right," but then like once you get up there, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, then like especially the beats when they drop, you're like, "Okay, all right, I fuck with this," you know.
Yep. And yeah, he took heat because he was at the Yankees game, and I don't think he stood up for like the
bass. I love this guy.
Like, God bless America.
I love this guy.
Shit.
I fucking love this guy, bro.
Yeah.
I love this guy. He's the man. The fact that he did that, first of all, I have no idea if he actually did that on purpose or not. First of all, but second of all, if he did, I love him even more. Like, fuck them. Fuck these motherfuckers. They're ruining everything about this country. And then if your protest is like, yeah, I'm gonna sit during the fucking national anthem, it's like fucking based. Like, I'd take a shit during the national anthem. Fuck these motherfuckers. Like, they're ruining everything. Like, yes, we can fucking protest, and you guys want to cry about it? Go ahead and fucking cry about it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. What are your thoughts on, I mean, like, I saw you tweeted something out. I was just on Twitter before we got on air. Like, the shit between Israel, like Trump taking credit for, you really think like, I mean, like low key, like getting the hostages released, that's like,
so that's right? The part. The only good part is 20 hostages were released, 20 Israeli hostages being held by Hamas were released, and 2,000 Palestinian hostages that were held by Israel were released. So that part is good. And I said that in my video on it. That part is good. Nobody could take that shit away. Like, that's awesome. However, having said that, the idea that like they signed an agreement and there's going to be a lasting peace now, total bullshit. First of all, in the deal they drew up, Israel's leaving Gaza. Here's how they define leaving Gaza. They're withdrawing to a line where they still control 60% of the Gaza Strip, including the fertile lands. So like, you know, you can't survive there if you're Palestinian, basically, right? So that's point number one. Point number two is there's already been examples of them breaking the deal. Like, they already attacked a Gaza sewage plant and ruined it, making it like impossible, like destroying all the infrastructure there.
Since they signed
the deal, they did that. Since they signed the deal, they also shot and killed a couple people as well.
Damn.
There was an IDF soldier posted a picture of him putting like a missile into this giant gun, and wrote on it something like, "Here's your ceasefire" or some shit like that. So like, it's fake. And what's gonna happen is Israel's gonna go right back to doing what they were doing. They're gonna say, "Oh, you guys didn't follow the deal perfectly, so we're well within our rights to do this." And then the US media is gonna shut up about it. Trump's gonna shut up about it. Or if anything, Trump will pretend like, "Oh, hey, we agreed on phase 1, but you guys fucked up on phase 2. So now, you know, all bets are off." Because bottom line is all he wanted was what he got today, the theatrics of it, where he got to do a big event and say like, "Oh, I got peace, and you know, here's how great it is, and I signed this deal," and he made a whole show of it. And a bunch of idiots I saw online were like falling for it. And it's like, I guarantee you this shit is up in smoke. Because the other thing is, there was a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. And since then, there's been 4,500 times where Israel has violated it and attacked southern Lebanon. And like, this is just what they'll do. So it's bullshit. It pisses me off that everybody's sucking off Trump over this when it's complete and utter garbage. And the other thing is like, he knows how to work the refs. Like, he knows how to work the media. Because now, like, the people in the media don't know the shit I'm saying. They don't follow the shit as closely as I follow it. So they go out there and say, oh, Trump declares victory after he gets a Gaza ceasefire deal and the hostages are returned and hooray. Like, and so then that poisons the well and makes everybody think, wait, did he do some good shit?
Yeah.
And it's like, really, this is what we're going to do? We're going to fall for this obvious fucking head fake. Meanwhile, the speech he gave was crazy. Did you watch any of the speech he gave to the Knesset, to the Israeli parliament? That shit was crazy. He was talking about how Miriam Adelson, this billionaire, gave him money.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and the husband is like always at the White House. Yeah.
He's like bragging about that. It's like,
she's like, she's worth 20 billion.
Loud, bro. Like, yeah, you just explained how corrupt you were to the world right now. He was also saying that Benjamin Netanyahu, he looked at the president of Israel and said, Netanyahu should get a pardon. You should give this guy a pardon. And it's like, oh my God, this is insane. What are you doing?
I saw that he said Diddy asked him for a pardon.
That he did. I wonder if he's going to give it. I wonder if he's going to I feel like with Ghislaine Maxwell, he's probably going to give it, even though she already got a bunch of favorable treatment, so he might have done enough on that front. But
yeah,
with Diddy, I wonder, because he was friends with him, but I think Diddy said some bad things about Trump, which might have fucked him over on that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I was asking people what they thought on like Diddy's sentence, and I think he got like 4 years.
Yeah, I think like 4.5 years, but he could be out in like maybe 2.5 or 3.
I'm saying, I feel like Trump will be like, I'm not gonna like bother with that. Let him do his time. Like,
it depends, because there's also, think about it. There's also, he does have this thing where like you just pay him and he'll pardon you.
Yeah,
there's like this woman joined Mar-a-Lago and paid him a shitload of money, and then he pardoned her son, who was like some con artist fraudster who was in prison for like 20 years, and he let that person out. So if Diddy has somebody who can go to Trump on his behalf and say, I'll give you 10 million to let him out, then he'd fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the worst that happens? The media will yell about it for like 2 days, and then that's it, you know?
Yeah. I saw just recently Eminem's daughter is having a baby. So like that made me feel super old.
In fact, I'm gonna look up how old she is, bro. What's your guess? I'm gonna say she's our age. I'm gonna say she's. No, I'll go a little younger. 33.
I say 28.
How old is Haley Mathers? 29.
Ooh,
29.
Well, maybe like subconsciously like saw that. And then the other one that like was a big kind of thing was, did you know any Diane Keaton movies? Apparently she's like,
oh yeah, I saw she died, right?
Yeah, but then I looked her up and she only won 1 Oscar, so I was like, she must have been like that nice at acting.
Yeah, but I know her name for sure.
I know her name for sure, but I was looking up her movies and nothing really like really hit. I thought she was the mom in one of the Meet the Parents movies, but I think I was wrong because it wasn't in her IMDb.
Oh, okay. So let me see. Annie Hall, I never heard of it. 1977. Something's Got to Give. 2003. That's with Jack Nicholson. It's like a rom-com.
Yeah.
She was in The Godfather in 1972. Father of the Bride in 1991.
Father of the Bride, people are saying, yeah.
Yeah. A Book Club.
But I never saw that.
The First Wives Club. Baby Boom. Godfather Part 2. Manhattan.
Huh. Nothing that is like a banger.
Godfather Part 3. Father of the Bride Part 2. Yeah, she was probably in a bunch. Maybe she was in like TV shows and shit too.
I don't know,
but she looks familiar. Like she looks familiar, yeah. Green Eggs and Ham.
First Wives, Green Eggs and Ham.
Justin Bieber, Ghost. What the fuck?
I saw that she was like a grandmother in Justin Bieber's, like a Justin Bieber movie or something. So I wanted to ask also, what's an acceptable amount of drinks at a wedding? Because I think I was on like 6, and they were playing, you know, that song that's like, and a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on the front.
Yep.
So I was dancing to that, and I was holding Scotty, and I like started to spin around.
Oh,
yeah. It was and so
that's dangerous.
It was super dangerous, and I didn't realize like what was happening at the moment. But like they had a live band there, like guitarist playing his shit. There was a drummer right next to him, like the whole shit. There's a pool right next to us. So they're playing that song, and I'm like six Coronas in, but like 6 Coronas like good, like I'm not like, you know, feeling any type of way, but good enough where my energy level was up. So I start like spinning around, and I'm on spin number 3.
Oh no!
And I was like, let me stop spinning because I don't know like where like one. I was like, let me stop spinning just because like I should stop spinning. But like, not let me stop spinning because maybe I'm like a little tipsy and like I don't know what the repercussions of this spinning is gonna be. So I stopped spinning at 3, bro. I
Oh, your shit was still going?
still going. I fell into Molly. She falls down. She grabs the bride. Luckily, she didn't fall. I fall back into like the band, but luckily not enough where like I knock shit over. It was kind of like the cleanest of like the like what could have been the worst
Oh my
falls.
god.
And while I'm holding Scotty, so luckily she didn't get hurt or nothing. But like I think they have it on video, but like I don't know what happened, bro. It was like you ever play like Dizzy Bat?
No. Oh, but yeah, the thing where you spin, and then you
Yeah.
hit.
And then like
I've never done that, but I have these spinny chairs in the house I grew up in, and if you spun around in them a bunch and got up, it's a wrap. And that's even sober.
that, and it, but like you know that feeling of like where you try to catch your first step, and you just like you just go in a different direction.
Yeah,
That shit is a bad feeling, bro.
I'm telling. But part of it is also that you're getting old too, bro. That's the problem. Do I hear? Am I getting feedback? Do you hear my voice like reverberating or no? It's okay now. I think it just
yeah,
went
yeah.
away. But yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like that's also just some like I'm getting older type shit because drinking 6 beers, right? Probably with a lower tolerance, and then spinning on top of that, like you're actually sort of lucky you didn't really fucking eat it and Scotty get hurt and shit.
It could have gotten real bad, and like to a point where I could have fell in the water with her. Like I could have cleared out the whole bands and like wires and shit, like turned music off and like the lights off. Bro, I stood up and luckily like it was, and no one saw that shit. It was kind of weird. Like I was waiting for people to be like, yo, like this dude's got to leave. Like he's like kind of too twisted to be here. But I was good.
Bro, my age wake up call was now every time we play tennis, when I go to bed, if I wake up in the middle of the night because I got to take a piss and I start walking to the bathroom, bro, I'm Joe Biden. Like, you know, the Joe Biden shuffle, like can move your feet 2 inches towards the shit. Like in the middle of the night, imagine me waking up in the middle of the night, like half hunched over, fucking shuffling. Like that's me right now. If I just do like a little bit of tennis, some regular tennis shit. And it's like, oh damn, this wouldn't have happened if I was fucking 25. You know? Like you just wake up and walk like normal, you know?
That's why like there's a NFL quarterback, Joe Flacco is 40. And I like on one side, I'm like, he's 40, he's an NFL quarterback, but like I'm 37. And like if someone hit me, I'm done for weeks. Like he's playing like that's what
jump on a trampoline. Do yourself a favor and jump on a trampoline at age 37 and let me know how you feel. Because for me, every time I do it, the brain inside my head starts like sloshing around and I start feeling it. When I was a kid, I didn't feel that shit at all.
I feel like we used to sit at Mickey's Plains and have 6 Coronas and be good money. Like
nothing. Not even a little bit.
That's why I was like kind of surprised. That's why I was like, I'm good to spin right now, but I'm never gonna spin again in my life. Like that was
facts.
There was I went and saw the Smashing Machine, the Rock movie. It wasn't that bad. I fell asleep at the end, so I missed. Chat GPT kind of fucked me up because the movie started at it says 7:40 showtime. So I wrote into Chat GPT, what time can I show up, and like missed the previews and all that shit. And they're like, you're good to show up at 7:55. So I showed up at like 7:55, and it was already like I missed the whole beginning of the fucking movie. Like it was totally wrong. Like he's already like mid fight in some UFC shit, and I like was like, what happened? And then the end, I fell asleep too. Apparently, he like fought his friend Mark Coleman or whatever. I missed that whole fight, so I gotta like either wait till it comes out on TV or go see it again. But I missed the 2 most important parts of the movie. But the middle of it was pretty good. He actually did a decent job. I forgot where I was going with that, but
what we were talking about the age shit before that. The Joe Biden shuffle. I was saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then we went.
But,
then you were talking about the 6 beers.
Yeah,
talking about 6 beers. And
I don't forgot where I was going with the rock shit, but yeah, it was a decent movie.
All right, so now let me bring up. I just saw this yesterday that MTV is now officially shutting down all of their music channels. Did you see that?
No. But
isn't that crazy,
dog?
What
they are. What are they? What are they?
Well,
that's like ESPN saying they're going to stop covering sports.
But So it used to be the MTV, the original MTV channel
Yeah.
was just straight up music videos. Like that's the
Yeah.
whole shit. Then they evolved into now we're gonna have some shows too. And so that's
Right.
where you got, Total Request Live, you got
Yep.
Real World, you got Road Rules, you got all that shit, right?
Wasn't Beavis and Butthead, I feel like, was on
Yeah,
they
that may
like
have been
singled
MTV
out?
or VH1 or some shit. It was
Yep.
one, yeah. So, but then they realized like, we do better with the shows. So this person says didn't even know MTV was still around. Shake my head. Me and Corin are probably a little older than you, Sam. So yeah, listen. I'll give you the knowledge right now. So
Yeah, I didn't even know MTV had music channels.
So then MTV was like, fuck it. Oh, we do better with these shows. So now let's move the music videos onto MTV2, right?
Oh yeah, I remember MTV2.
And so then that's where they actually played the music videos. That was the OG MTV became MTV2. And they may have even done, I don't know about this for sure, but they may have even done like MTV3 shit, right? Where they had like, let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up how many MTVs there are.
There was, I don't know what TV network had it, but their logo was like pit bulls next to the logo. Might have been like MTV2 had like 2 dogs next to the logo.
There is no exact number, what the fuck, of MTV channels worldwide. No, I'm not talking about worldwide.
Maybe this person, MTV Hits and MTV Jams.
Okay, there you go. So like there were other MTV shits that
like
that
spin-offs
popped up. Yeah. And so, but then eventually, like MTV just became like, they just have shows, then it became like weird shows. And now they said like MTV is currently being occupied by ridiculousness. They killed some of the offshoot they killed some of the offshoot MTV networks. Yeah. So that's what they're doing when they say like no more music channels. Like, so now the original OG idea of MTV is gone, which I mean, I kind of get it because like, think of it, they're streaming, like people can fucking, they can use Apple Music, Spotify, whatever the fuck. Or just
so what's on MTV now? So what did they change it to? What is it now? Just TV shows and shit?
Let's look that bitch up.
Because I feel like there's a pendulum that will swing back in the favor of music videos. Because like, here's one. Like music videos used to be everything about a song. Like they're, I feel like
on MTV now
we're going to come back and start doing music videos again.
TV schedule, channel finder, MTV. At 11 o'clock, it's playing next Friday. That's my movie, bro. I fuck with that movie hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel like that's all them and BT. All they play is Friday and next Friday.
I fucking love that movie. That's like one of my all-time fucking.
That is a banger.
What plays on MTV now? MTV is primarily playing episodes of Ridiculousness Tonight. The network's other channels, MTV2 and MTV Live, are featuring different programming, including classic sitcoms and music specials. So you got Ridiculousness on regular MTV. Then you got the Wayans Brothers on MTV2. Then you got MTV Live Push Showcase, a music special featuring the artist Ayra Starr. And then another one featuring Shabuzi. So yeah.
Shabuzi would be on MTV.
Yeah, but anyway, that the reason I brought that up is because like that's sort of crazy that like that's sort of like a staple of our childhood now.
Yep.
Is cooked. They're it's a wrap, like they're never gonna gain back their thunder, like it's over. It's done. Like they were the shit back when I would say their peak was probably right when we were maybe in middle school going into high school, would you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say that was their peak.
Yep.
And then after that it was downhill ever since then. But
no, I mean like there was, I guess our high school to college moments because they had a lot of like original shows that kind of were bangers. Like
that's Jersey Shore too, was that shit.
Jersey Shore, but they had like this one not so much, just kind of been like the tail end of it, but they had this show like Secret Library where they would sit in the library and like do you remember this? They would sit at a table and they would do like funky stuff. And like if you laughed too loud, there was a librarian at the front that would like kick you out. Like they'd be like, I don't know, like they would do something weird at the table. And like if you were laughing too loud, like they did skits, and basically if you laughed too loud, you got kicked out. It was kind of a good show. And then they had one, what was the one with the black light that they would put on people's beds and all this shit? You remember? It was like you don't remember?
I remember like Pimp My Ride. I remember that shit.
Pimp My Ride. Yeah, they had
Cribs, MTV Cribs.
Cribs was another. They had like Teen Mom. They had the show that.
See, now that was when it was getting a little like I sort of dropped off before you got to Teen Mom and shit like that.
I dropped off at Teen Mom, but they had that. Catfished was another big one. What's the one? Oh, I can't think of that one. Room Raiders.
Oh, Room Raiders. Okay. Yeah.
Where like literally they would just pull up to someone's crib and be like, we're going to go through your room. And all of a sudden, every guy who was on that show like had jizz all over their bed. And it was like, how do you find every guy? Like one of the criterias for applying for that show must have been like,
you got a nut on your bed.
Is there jizz on your bed? Because we're gonna come through with a black light. And like that was like, they also had Celebrity Deathmatch. They had a lot of good shows, man. Someone said Jackass.
Oh, Jackass and Bam Margera, his shit. You know,
Yeah, Bam Margera
videos.
Yeah, like
they
they
all
had
make
a
sure
lot
we
of
were home to
shows
see it.
that
yeah, true.
That I mean, so you're saying they're going back to shows now?
I mean, I think that they might be shedding some of the other channels, like some of their channels. They might just be wrapping it up.
Yeah,
you know?
At some point it's like too much. Like ESPN does that. It's like you have ESPN.
ESPN's probably got record, right? Like how many do they have? How many channels do they have?
They've got ESPN. They got ESPN2. They got ESPN News. They've got
that's crazy. Like you're already.
They got like college ESPN shit, ESPNU, and then they've got like online streaming. Like there's at least. I think there actually goes to ESPN the Ocho now. Like people used to joke,
yeah, the Ocho,
ESPN the Ocho, but I think there actually is an Ocho that they play like weird shows on. So like for MTV, they're probably like, yo, we don't need 5 stations of just shit. Like let's have one and it plays the bangers.
Yeah, but also like
ESPN Classic.
What are the kids doing now? Like the kids are on fucking TikTok, you know? Like
that's true.
What's their equivalent of MTV now? Is it all just TikTok shit? Is it TikTok or is it YouTube shit? I don't think it's anything that's on fucking cable TV now, right?
No.
Like there's nothing on cable. Like people don't fucking care about cable anymore, you know? Like
no. And a lot of the cable shows that like people do care about, you could watch a YouTube. Like TLC has like like My 700-Pound Life or some shit like that, or like
can't miss an episode of that.
or like Jed watches the one where My 30 or 90 Day Fiance or whatever, and you have to like marry them. You know, a lot of that stuff you could watch, on YouTube, or there's probably an Instagram account that like literally does the same shit. You know,
well, that's like what Adam Silver said when he got in trouble, when he was like, "Our league is like a highlights league now," you know, which is kind of crazy to say that if you're the NBA commissioner and your goal is to get people to watch more NBA, and you're basically like, I don't really care if you watch that shit, you know?
Yep. My Strange Addiction.
Yeah.
That was one that I think the guy I just saw was like addicted to eating like I don't know if it was just red meat or like liver or some weird shit. It was something very strange. But there was another episode where the guy, and you don't know if some of this shit is real or fake, but he was addicted to eating, I think, laundry detergent pods or something.
Hell no, he'd be dead, bro. That shit is fake as fuck.
I think that was his shit though. Like, and like he was eating them.
Gotta be fake. That's fake as fuck, man.
There was I saw a funny thing today. There was this guy. He was very, very, very obese. He was like, I do work out. The only time, I'm getting up is when I hear the ice cream truck coming. He's like, I'll get up and walk to the ice cream truck. And then he ordered like so much shit from the ice cream man and then sat back on his porch. That's
gonna be me, bro. If I don't get back on nicotine, that's gonna be me. I'm just slowly.
Molly was like getting DoorDash. I'd never used DoorDash or Grubhub before, and I was like, where's like just the old school, like you just order some food and drive and go pick it up, like shit is just so easy now to get food to your door.
No, I'm guilty of using Uber Eats like a motherfucker, bro. I'm guilty of that shit like crazy. Definitely.
I never got down on the Uber Eats.
Well, yeah, you to your credit, it's always been more like let me go get in my car and go to White Castle and get my shit. Like it's an experience, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
If you're not, if it is fast food, I can get down with that. Like there's something about I'm gonna go get McDonald's at fucking 11 o'clock at night because I did that a million times in my life where it was late and it's like I'm gonna go get some McDonald's right now.
Get some shit. You also showed me that the McChicken now was like $5 or some shit, dog.
Bro, how crazy was that shit?
That's the signs. The times are changing, man. Like
that inflation, dog, is fucking catching up.
That's too expensive for a McChicken, especially. Like going back to like, the OG, remembering Columbus and all that shit. Like, keep that shit at $1, man. Like, you can't make that shit $5.
Yeah, you almost got to do it like the Costco hot dog, where the dude was like, "We're just keeping it at this price no matter what. We don't care if we lose money on it." Like, you motherfuckers can do that with the McChicken. It's probably not even real chicken in there. Like, you can afford to keep that shit $1.50.
Yep. So where we stayed in North Carolina. and I have a list, but I don't know if I'll pull it up, or we'll just go to the questions in a little bit. But right across the street was where the Wright brothers flew the first plane, man.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
It's kind of crazy. But then
That
I
is
was
fucking
also
crazy.
like looking at that shit and was like fascinated that they built some shit to actually fly. Like, I don't know how they
Imagine
did
being like, all right, it's time to test it. I'll be like, all right, good luck with that.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not fucking getting in there. Are you crazy?
I didn't look up the story or like how they actually like got it off the ground or if they flew that shit. But one, it was super windy where we were, but also it was super like the runway that they were on, it was super like foresty. So I don't know how they, God bless them, because if they were actually the first people to like fly a plane, you're right. I don't know how it didn't, like how they got it to take off and land and not crash that shit instantaneously.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that whole story is crazy. I can't even imagine fucking trying to come up with the plan to make it and then practicing it and like trying it. I'd be like, can we try it empty? Can we find a way to make it fly with nobody in it? You know?
And the fact that like all the pictures I saw of them too, like every time there's an old picture, like whoever built the like Model T Ford car or whatever, like, or whoever was like building railroad tracks and trains and all this shit, they did all that shit in like 5-piece suits. Like they weren't like 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 wearing some shorts or like a Nike sweatsuit or something. Like they did all that shit probably uncomfortable as fuck. Like I don't know how they change screws or like actually like to what we were just saying before. Even if like they're building this plane for 6 months and they put on 10, 15 pounds, they had to put on the same suit and like go fly that shit in a suit.
Imagine living before fucking AC. Like I said that to Crystal. Like imagine you live in Florida before the creation of AC.
Oh my goodness.
Like
I don't know how you do it.
how do you survive the summer? Like
Yeah.
literally, how do you survive the summer? Because even if you go take a dip in the water, guess what? The water's fucking 88 degrees too.
Yep.
You know, like
Yeah.
what do you do? Is it
Yeah.
before fans, before AC? Like you're just asking if. And then to your point, back then it's true. People always wore some suit shit, and in the summer they had certain fabrics that were lighter, like they have like a linen-y fabric
It still
versus
looked
like
like
a
they were
wool
wearing some
fabric,
suit
but
shit. Yeah.
it's still too fucking hot. You know,
And like
so
top hats and like
crazy.
too much shit. You want to get to questions or you want me to pull up this list real quick? It's pretty
What's the
good.
list about?
It's 25 pictures from the 90s that will take you straight back to grade school.
Okay. My answer is no,
You're
just
like,
because the internet just started fucking getting fishy on me right now.
oh, jittering when I clicked to it. All right, so let's get to the super chats.
Yeah. It's only your
Can you hear
side
me?
right now. Mine. Yeah, I got you. Your side is a little iffy, but I think it'll come back when
Okay.
you X out the shit.
Yeah, that's probably what it is then.
Yep.
All right,
No, it's
so let's
fine
get
now.
to some
It's
chisels.
fine now.
All right.
Yeah, we still got to get you to upgrade the fucking internet so that we could do these shits, you know.
I know. I know.
In
Well,
fact,
we spoke about that. Like, I got to call my internet provider because I think it's something deeper than because I have the extended shit. I have like all this
no, it's
shit.
about
But
you got to pay for the better internet, the shit that's more
oh,
speed.
yeah,
That's the only answer. Yeah. Fact, in 2017, a 40-foot whale shark was photographed off the Galapagos Islands. The whale shark had a shark bite scar on its side around 4 feet across, meaning the shark that attacked it was around 43 feet long. Google it. Well, thank you, Grand Regent
Yeah,
Thrag.
Grand.
Wasn't a Jaws was only supposed to be like 20 feet, right? Wasn't Jaws only supposed to be like
A 40-foot shark is OD.
40
Like,
is OD. 40 is like ancient
and then the
type
shark
shit, you
attacked
know?
a 43-foot long shark. That's probably going to be like, I don't know, some weird shit if you Google it. But to my point that I said earlier, I don't mess around with the ocean water because literally I once got caught in a riptide. I didn't know like what the meaning behind like the flags were, but the whole week we were there, it was red flags the whole time, which means like basically like
Riptides. Yeah,
like
riptides and shit.
riptide, don't go in the water type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
One of the days, actually the day they got married on the beach. It was the most beautiful day, not really windy. The waves weren't too bad. It was yellow flags, but one of the guys that went in the water was like, the water was worse today than it was on the red day. So like, I don't know how they judge what the
It's
flag color
riptide.
is going to be.
It's riptide. They go by the riptide amount.
Oh, okay. But to the point of like, I don't go in the ocean water anymore because literally again, on that Friday, I was standing there just recording it and it was so quick. It pulls you in that like it literally like sweeps you off of your feet. Like that wave, one, comes in really hard, and then two, the pullback on it is crazy. So like it's scary. I don't mess around with any ocean water.
It was cold too, right? When you got hit with it, like wasn't the water cold?
Yeah, the water's cold also, and like there's like seaweed. I had my Crocs on, so like I was off balance because I wasn't like on my like feet. But I don't know how people like. You ever see those videos of people that go surfing on those waves that are like
Yeah.
not like huge waves?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's impressive, man. Like that's almost like the people that like crash and like let that wave come over them, and they have to be underwater for however long they have to be under. I don't know how they do that, man.
You've had some pretty bad water luck too in your life because you almost got by a fucking riptide.
Yeah, again, I didn't know what a riptide. Like, do you go in the ocean? Because you're like, I mean, like out that way.
No, I don't. I've never been a big water guy.
Yeah,
Like, never been a big pool guy. Never been a big. I like the beach, but I don't
yeah,
like going in the water.
yeah.
I've never really been big on that. When I was a kid, I watched Jaws, and I think something about that stuck with me forever. Where I was like,
Isn't
"Oh,
Jaws like mad fake? Like the
mm,
cinematography of it, or
no." I actually
oh
think,
really?
especially for movies made back then, that shit is a classic. Like
Yeah,
they nailed it with like that shit looked real as fuck. In fact, the ride at in Orlando,
Universal. Yeah.
that shit was amazing. I think they discontinued it, but that shit was incredible. Like,
Oh really?
it was good. You never been on that ride before?
No, I
That ride
have.
was
Yeah,
amazing.
that's why I'm surprised. If they discontinued it, I might write a letter to Universal because that was like the staple of that
It was
park.
such
Was
a
you had
great
to have a
ride.
Jaws ride. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. It
I
was
think
so
you have
good.
like the tour guide and like he would shoot the shark that
Mhm.
like popped up. And yeah, I guess I mean back when you were going to see Jaws in the theater as like a, whatever year it came out, it must have been scary as shit because it's like theater, production value was probably the best of what it was at that time. And people were probably like, I'm never gonna go back in the water because if there's sharks like that that are biting people, like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Bro, I was afraid as a child. I was afraid to go in the deep end of the pool because of Jaws. As a child, I was like, I'm not doing this. And I think that residually stuck with me. So like I've never been a big water guy.
Yeah, I'm still afraid of the deep end. I mean, like that shit still creeps me out. Like when I see people jumping in and like going off the diving board and like they're in the deep ass water at the pool, like, nah, I don't play around with that shit, man. Like water scares me.
Last time I was in the deep end of the pool, which was probably not this summer, but the one before that, I went into the pool probably one day all year, but I went to the deep end and I went all the way to the bottom to touch the ground with my hand.
See how nah.
Bro, I don't even remember how deep it was, 8 feet, 10 feet, some shit like that. Just going down that far, when you get to the bottom, you feel the pressure increase a lot because the water pressure goes up the further down you go.
Yeah.
So you feel it. Like your head gets like double the amount of pressure shoved onto it. And it's kind of shocking. You're kind of like, oh shit, because you kind of expect it to feel the same as it does on the top. But no, as you go down, that pressure increases.
Yeah, I
So
mean, ask the ocean waves guy about that shit.
What were you gonna say?
The Titanic boat shit.
Oh yeah, that's exactly the submersible guy. That's what I was gonna say too. Is that motherfucker is so stupid for going? Yeah, we'll go all the way down to the Titanic wreckage and this shit I made in my fucking garage. Like, fuck you, bro. You're an idiot.
I don't even like. You remember back in the day, you would throw shit to the bottom of the pool and like go down and like pick it up.
Yeah, the rings. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. I get that shit now, man. I just don't like being under the water anymore to the point where it's like I don't even. My daughter's like, go down and get that shit. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Appreciate you though, Grand Regent. But yeah, I don't fuck with the ocean. A 43-foot shark attacking a 40-foot shark is crazy. But there definitely is some big ass shit. Like there's whales that are humongous, dolphins that are big. So it doesn't surprise me. But 43-foot long.
40 is huge. That is gigantic.
That's OD.
Yeah, that's really, really big. Kyle, do you have a cousin Lyle? What are your thoughts on Tiger having another surgery? LeBron hurt himself faking us all out with that decision. All right, let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. Do you know what he's talking about with this thing, Lyle? Did you see this?
No.
So the other day, Ryan Grimm and Crystal, they both said to me, like, hey, do you want to come on Breaking Points tomorrow?
Oh, Tina sent me that. She was like, Kyle did an interview with Crystal, like as
I did a skit. It was like a comedy skit. So basically what happened was Jesse Waters, the Fox host.
Yes.
He would have on this guy and be like, I got the head of Antifa. And it would be some guy who's wearing his face is covered and is wearing a hat and shit.
And he's being serious?
And he was acting like this was a real like member of Antifa. He even did it. The same motherfucker pretended to be in a Mexican drug cartel.
The same guy.
The same guy. And he had him interviewed. He was covering his face and shit and wearing his hat. So anyway, Crystal and Ryan Grimm were like, why don't you come on and we'll interview you as somebody who was roommates with fucking Jesse Waters in college. And so I basically went on and I covered my face and wore a hat. And I was like, yeah, man. I said, we call him Tadpole because we always said when we saw him in the shower, he's hung like a tadpole, bro. Like, I said a bunch of fucked up shit. But anyway, and she said, she introduced it as like, here is Jesse Waters' roommate, Lyle. And then like sort of dropped hints the whole time. It was me.
Funny.
Yeah.
That's but for them to do that on their show and actually like if they're being serious that they are trying to have some like Mexican
he's just a liar. He's just a liar. Like he just lies about everything, you know?
Yeah. I just quickly wanted to ask, did you see the Stephanopoulos JD Vance thing?
He did a good job. He did a good job on that shit.
Right? Like
he basically was like
lying about shit.
You could tell he was just like, fuck you. Like by the end of it, he was like, you're a fucking lying scumbag. Fuck you. Yeah. And I related to that shit. So yeah, that was good. That was good. I think I'm covering that shit tomorrow. What are your thoughts on Tiger having another surgery? Did you see this, Corin? The Tiger had another surgery.
I did. He had some shit removed, right?
Yeah, I think he got like a disc replacement now, or got like 2 discs replaced.
It's a wrap, bro.
I said that to Will and Brian. I was like, this is actually it, isn't it? Like, there's no more coming back from this.
The fact that it's happening too, and like he wasn't even competing, you know, like it's like
right, yeah. Like I think he was trying to get back to be able to play, but like he like. How many? What is he on? Like the 8th back surgery, 9th back surgery?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, and it makes me. It's like Deion Sanders right now is getting all this shit done to his. Like he had, I think he had. I don't know if it was like diabetes or something, but he had all of his like toes removed, and now he's got tons of blood clots in his leg.
Oh, that's deadly, bro.
And I think, on last week he had like his 16th surgery or something like that, you know, and it's to a point where. They're probably going to have to amputate his leg. It's at like some point with Tiger where they're almost just going to be like, we're just going to have to chop your back off, dude. Like, it's like, how many surgeries can you keep having?
I mean, think about it. Remember, he almost lost his fucking leg. They had to like bionically recreate his leg with that car crash. Remember that?
Oh yeah. I didn't know his leg got messed up.
It was fucked up. They put like a metal rod in for like the bottom part of one of his legs. And he came back from that.
Yeah.
He still played after that.
Yeah.
And then now you get like, now you're beyond just like, it wasn't even, he used to have the microdiscectomies, they called it, to fix the back. Then he graduated to back fusion, where they would fuse the shit together. Yeah. Now he graduated to, I needed back, like fucking replacement shits, right? It's like, I mean, he can't keep playing, right? Like, how can you play golf after that? Golf is all about
like playing golf. I don't even know how he like lives his day-to-day life. You know,
he's
like
had to be in pain nonstop, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like my dad has back pain and he's constantly like, oh, my back hurt. Like if you've had that much surgery, even if they've fixed your shit, like just the amount of times they've worked on your back, there has to just be constant pain. Like, I don't know how he goes about his daily life of like, not just hurting living.
He probably does hurt. He probably does hurt all the fucking time. So I don't know, man. I feel like we might be getting a fucking announcement of retirement because he, you know, he wanted, there's one thing he said he wanted to win the senior US Open because that is, he's won everything. He's won the US Junior Amateur, the US Amateur, the US Open. There's one more to compete the whole shit. Won at every fucking level. Senior US Open. But now that's in jeopardy, right? Like when you get to the senior tour, you're allowed to use carts. And he said he would use a cart on the senior tour. But even so, like,
still hitting
he may have fucked himself up to a point where he can't even play, you know?
Yeah. Is there a senior Masters?
No, there's no senior Masters.
Like
there's
Masters
a senior
just Masters.
Masters is just Masters. There's a senior Players Championship. There's a senior US Open. There is no senior Masters. And then he asked about the LeBron thing, bro. That shit, I was fucking tight about that. I don't know about you, but like you can't do that. Like when you are in the GOAT conversation, you know, and you're now towards the end of your career, still playing well, but towards the end of your career, like.
Everyone's waiting for that announcement.
Everybody's waiting for it. You do it like it's going to be some big shit. And if it wasn't going to be retirement, it was going to be like, I'm going to the Golden State Warriors or whatever the fuck. Like it had to be some big shit. And then you just like, what was it? He hawked a fucking Hennessy
bottle.
Oh my God. Fuck
you. As a Hennessy bottle.
Fuck you. Like that's just fucked up. Like everybody's pissed at him after that shit, you know?
I said this yesterday with Matt. I was like, it's got to be a slap in the face to like Nike or some shit where they've given him like $1 billion. Where
That's true. That's a good point.
that's a big ass announcement on his social to tease for people, to like give that to Hennessy. And the fact that like he did that on his channels for some brand that like he's probably not, it doesn't even have ownership stake in. It wasn't some announcement shit. And now the next time you have an announcement, people are gonna be like, "Fuck you, dog." Like we're not interested or invested in it.
Facts.
Like,
but now he does have. I guarantee you, he has ownership share now. They gave him ownership share to do this. I bet
they must have
had to
because that's big placement on his page to do that, and like a lot of trust he's putting in with his followers and fans. But I think he's also at a point now where like he doesn't even give a shit. Like it's like I'm getting the bag. I don't care. But there was a fan that sued him because they bought tickets to the last game of the Lakers, and now they're suing the Lakers.
$1 gazillion, right?
And they sued LeBron and the Lakers for like $800 or something like that, because he made that announcement. So they were assuming he was going to retire.
Bro, the prices for, I think they said the prices for, it was Lakers versus Utah Jazz in Utah, which would have been the last game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They said the prices for that game fucking skyrocketed.
Yep.
Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just fucked up. You can't play with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like people actually, that's the thing, is like he almost underestimated how much people care about his career and how much they're invested in his story, to like play loosey-goosey with it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I said I don't think he's retiring just because his son could potentially come out of college next year. So the fact he could play with both of his sons, I think, is enticing enough for him to at least hang around where he could use his power to get his
playing too well.
And he's playing too well. He's like still in the prime of his career. But I just saw that the Bucks signed the third Antetokounmpo brother.
Shit! I didn't see that.
So they have Giannis. They signed Thanasis to a team deal, and then they signed like the youngest brother on a 2-way deal. So they've got
trying to keep
brothers.
Giannis. That's the Bucks trying to keep Giannis, doing whatever they can to keep Giannis. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's gonna work though, because like.
No, I think if it goes south, I think eventually, like,
he's got to be out. He's dedicated everything to the Bucks for so long. Like, even I would understand him, and I'm big on loyalty shit, but even I get it if he leaves. Like, bro, you did everything you could with the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, you're tapped out.
Yep. Appreciate you, Eldon.
Kyle, what are your thoughts on the Jay Jones texting scandal in the Virginia elections? Also, what are your overall predictions for the statewide elections? So, is this the thing where he was like joking about like the Republican dying or some shit, or like not caring if the Republican died? Is that what it is? I think that's what the scandal is. But here, I'll look it up. But that shit doesn't bother me. I don't care. Like back in the day, I feel like I would have been more inclined to like, oh, that's not proper. You shouldn't. But now I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like if you're a Democrat, you're just 1,000 times better than any Republican. So like, I hope this motherfucker wins. Jay Jones scandal explained. Keep it short, please. I'm typing it to Grok. And what was the other question? What do I think is going to happen? I think the Democrats are going to clean house. I think Spanberger is going to win for sure. Yeah. In October 2025, Virginia Democratic Attorney General nominee Jay Jones faced backlash over 2022 text messages. So let me just pause right there to say I'm already out. I'm going to defend this guy. 2022 text messages. We're going back to 2022 to fucking muck up some shit. Where he fantasized about shooting Republican House Speaker Todd Gilbert, quote, 2 bullets to the head, and referenced his children dying in their mother's arms. He also made inflammatory remarks about police officers dying. Jones apologized, calling himself embarrassed and ashamed, but refused to drop out, prompting GOP attacks and a canceled fundraiser. Democrats like Abigail Spanberger condemned the text as abhorrent, but defended keeping him on the ticket amid early voting. The scandal has tightened the race. Look, here's the thing, right? He's not actually going to fucking kill those people. Like, can we stop being stupid? Like, this is what Republicans do, is like, they just pretend like, oh, that means he's actually going to try to murder his opponent. Like, no, it fucking doesn't. It was probably some private text messages and he was talking shit and people somebody who had a grudge fucking screenshotted it and showed it and was like, look, this guy's fucking violent and he's evil. And it's like, if anything, I'm just annoyed that the Democrats had to be, oh, I condemn it. It's like, no, shut the fuck up. You're making a fucking scandal out of absolutely nothing. Stop cutting fucking Meals on Wheels. Stop cutting pediatric cancer research. Stop cutting people's health care. Like, stop fucking ginning up some fake bullshit to distract from the actual bullshit you're doing. So, like, no, I don't give a fuck. And I still think the Democrats are going to win because this national environment is fucking crazy. It's crazy. Like, think about everything the Republicans are doing. Like, people are sick of the Republicans. If you're a Democrat with a pulse, you're probably going to win, you know?
Yeah, even Joe Rogan said Trump should have a heart. That was a big one.
Yeah, I saw that. I covered that shit.
people were getting mad at Bernie because he was like tweeting all that stuff, but like didn't give any props to Trump for like releasing the hostages or some shit. Do you see all
Yeah,
like
but I hate these Republicans so much because every single one of them is just so full of shit where they're like trying to attack Democrats for not thanking Trump, and it's like it's not real. Everyone needs to stop pretending like there's gonna be peace. There's not gonna be peace.
Yeah.
So let's stop fucking him off when he hasn't fucking earned the shit. You know what I'm saying? And also, by the way, if you want to do a comparison, an apples to apples comparison, Biden released like 120 hostages and Trump released only 20 hostages.
Oh, I didn't know.
Biden got more of them shits released. Yeah, but everybody fucking memory hold it. The Democrats memory hold it. The Republicans memory hold it. The fucking media memory hold it. And if you want to do an apples to apples comparison, were Republicans falling all over themselves to give Joe Biden credit when he got 120 hostages released? And when it was Joe Biden, it was mostly women and children who were released. Trump got the guys released. I don't know about you, but I care more about those women and children being released. But these motherfuckers, they're just so dishonest. Everything about them is so dishonest.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Jacob.
Ain't it scary how we have been agreeing with MTG, Candace Owens, and Tucker Carlson more and more? I don't know. I don't actually agree with that. I really don't. Like, first of all, MTG, I think MTG is smart enough to realize that the political winds are shifting, and so she's trying to get ahead of it. She also might be thinking about a post-Trump Republican Party, thinking he might die and somebody's going to have to get the crown eventually. So that's what I think she's doing. Candace Owens is just like, she's just a crazy person who happens to every now and then get something right, but she's a crazy person. And Tucker is just, fuck him. Like, he's just Tucker. Like, he's going to still suck off Trump, even if he happens to be right about some other shit. So no, I actually sort of hate that these people are like stealing the thunder of lefties who've been making better points for a longer time. You know what I'm saying? So,
so they don't get any credit for like,
nah.
I mean, like, no.
Like Candace Owens, like, she's just crazy, and sometimes she happens to accidentally be right. You know what I'm saying? MTG, it's like, yes, is she saying things now that are half decent? Yes. But
she probably doesn't mean that shit.
She doesn't really mean it. And also, she's doing it for cynical reasons. I don't actually believe her. Like, let's say we made MTG president right now instead of Trump. She'd be doing most of the same fucking shit that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's kind of the main point is that, she's trying to pivot a little bit to be like, she sees the national environment. She knows Republicans are going to get wiped out. She feels like, okay, let me try to sound a little more reasonable than I've been. So I think she sort of reinvented herself in a way. But I don't know. I don't take any of these people seriously. Like, if it took you this fucking long to so-called half wake up, it's like, fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Would you like to interview Heather Cox Richardson? I don't remember who that is, if I'm being honest with you. Heather Cox.
Sounds like a made-up person.
American historian who works as a professor at Boston College, where she teaches courses on American Civil War, the Reconstruction era of the American West, and Plains Indians. She previously taught history at MIT and University of Massachusetts. Richardson has authored 7 books. In 2019, she started publishing Letters from an American, a nightly newsletter that chronicles current events in larger context of American history. Oh yeah, isn't she like one of the most successful Substack person? Yeah, she'd be cool to talk to. I like that. I like this woman.
She's on what Substack?
Substack. I think she's got the biggest Substack.
Oh,
I think she's got the biggest of the Substacks. Yeah.
Substack's like a podcasting platform.
Substack is, I mean, we do Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. It's like a subscription thing where like you subscribe to get, full interviews of the interviews we do for Crystal Kyle and Friends.
Lady has one of the biggest channels on that shit.
Yeah, and she does. I think hers is all writing. She doesn't do any like podcasts or recordings. I don't think. Maybe she does do a podcast. I just don't know about it. But she writes, and I think she's got like the biggest Substack. Yeah.
Oh damn.
I know this isn't the biggest problem with him, but now the Fetterman is full MAGA. Can we admit the hoodie gym shorts in Congress has always been lame? 100%, Will. 100%.
Oh, I'll admit, I was in gym shorts.
Well, I was capping for him hard because look, if you're gonna support Medicare for all and you're gonna like support all the right policies, I'll fucking defend you on all sorts of shit like that. Like, oh really? You're somebody who wears a suit but is in favor of like 40,000 Americans dying every year. I'm gonna let that person lecture you because you got gym shorts on in Congress. Fuck off, Yeah. But now that he's basically like a Republican. Yeah, put on a fucking suit, you disgusting slob,
Is he really is he really supporting like Trump? Has he gone like full right?
Yeah, I mean, he's voted with them a bunch of times recently. He's a total piece of shit, man. Like he's a really horrible person. Yeah, even on the government shutdown, he's blaming Democrats for the government shutdown, even though it's on Republicans. Like he's really fucked up.
We're still in the shutdown right now, right?
We're still in the shutdown right now. That's right.
Is there like any end in sight to that shit?
In order for things to get through, the Republicans need 6 or 7 Democratic votes. and they need to negotiate with Democrats. There's no way around it. You need to negotiate with them. The Democrats are going to have some demands. You need to give it to them, or the government's going to stay shut. So what the Democrats are saying is reverse the cuts to Medicaid and keep allowing people to get the Obamacare subsidies. Because if you cut off the Obamacare subsidies, people's health care in this country is going to double, triple, quadruple. Yeah. Like I'm talking, your premium now is $500. It could be $1,500 if they get rid of these shits. And so Democrats are fighting for that. And Trump is saying, no, we're not going to fucking keep healthcare prices lower. And so that's why we are where we are.
Damn. So it still could be a lot longer.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh gosh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that like, I mean, a lot of national parks are closed. Like the Daily Show did a thing on like the TSA agents, calling out sick because like apparently, I mean, they're not getting paid. I think. Like I don't think. Yeah. It's crazy.
There's a bunch of the people who are furloughed are not getting paid, and it might be the case that they'll get back pay when it's all over, maybe, but we don't even know that yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're working, and it's like, why the fuck would you show up to work? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate you, Will.
I remember last week y'all were saying some states don't have AC. My city in California doesn't either. Really?
I don't know how
that's crazy.
How does your state not have AC? Don't
gotta
you
be
have, like,
northern
Best Buy or some shit? Like,
gotta be Northern California. Yeah, I know that like Oregon, Portland, Oregon, some places in Washington State. I feel like a lot of them don't have AC, but California, I would guess Northern California, because you can't live in SoCal and not have AC. You need AC in Southern California.
Like what? Like restaurants or like stores? Like, because I feel like you could buy an air conditioner unit from your house or something.
But just for whatever reason, some people in some areas just tend to not get them. Like maybe like 30% of the houses have them, but like most don't, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Did you see in Oregon outside the like ICE protest shit? There was like a nude like bike race shit.
No, they were protesting them. I fuck with those people, man.
No, but there was just like they were like all nude, like bike riders and runners and shit.
Nudists who protested ICE.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah, they all got off their bikes and like laid down on the bridge, butt ass naked.
That's hilarious.
I love that shit.
I think that's dope, but I feel like it's like such a like if I'm the person they're protesting, I just see a dude with a little meat like saying like stop ICE. I'll just be like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
No, but think about it. They're also people are dressed in like inflatable cartoon outfits. Have you seen this?
No.
Like you got a guy in a big inflatable frog outfit.
I did see that. I did
Winnie the Pooh outfit, and they're just like they're protesting wearing those things, and it's so brilliant because now if the ICE agents start assaulting you when you're wearing one of those shits, it's like, really, bro? Like it just goes to show you how insane these motherfuckers are. You know?
That's true. Yeah, they had there was the one lady on the rooftop, and I guess they were playing the like like the like circus song while she was speaking, and they said it was just so perfect because she was trying to like make some fucking point, and there's like the comedy fucking circus music going on.
The Benny Hill music.
Yeah. That's it. Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, Jaden.
Not gonna lie, the only take I've disagreed on is hot weather is overrated. I've lived in hot and cold climates, and 90 degrees, 100% humidity is hell. Yeah, so, okay, but if we're doing apples to apples, right, then you got to say, what would you rather be? 90 degrees outside, 100% humidity, or 0 degrees outside?
Yeah, that's
or I'll give you 10 degrees outside with a wind chill that makes it feel like 0 degrees outside. I'm picking 90 every day. Every day.
I had this argument, and someone was like, I'd rather like take off layers than put on layers. Like, you could put on mad layers and still be warm. You can only take off so much shit and still be sweating and be like, this is just hell.
Let me tell you something. If it's 0 degrees outside, I'm not going outside. There's no chance. There's no chance.
But 90 degrees too.
If it's 90, I can go outside for a little bit.
Oh, you still go outside?
It won't be long. I played golf in 90 degrees with like 90% humidity before. I played golf in that shit. 18 holes.
Yeah.
You know? So like it by the end it gets touch and go. Like you feel like I might pass out in this bitch, but I no problem being outside. Put me outside for 30 minutes in 90 degrees, 100% humidity. Fine. I'm fine. But put me outside for 30 minutes
cold shit
in 0 degrees, not happening, bro. I just want to come right back inside. Walk out, walk right back in that bitch. It's like sauna, like you do the sauna, right? Imagine the sauna versus a cold plunge. You're gonna feel worse in the cold plunge. You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing. Is like I prefer the sauna over a cold plunge, but weather wise, I feel like I'd rather be cold and bundled up in some shit than super hot. Because I've been in hot Miami heat, and been like, this is like, I don't want to see the sun anymore. Like, it's too hot in this bitch.
Yeah, I've been in Texas when it's been that Texas
Been
heat
hot too. Oh my goodness.
where it's like, and it's like 105 degrees and it feels like an oven, like you're in an oven type
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah.
you know?
That's
So
to
like
me is just like,
I
fuck
felt that
that.
heat. But here's what I'll give people, which I know this isn't that big of a concession, but I've always been like this. I inside I need it to be chilly. I always need it to be like
Same. I'll always
65
have
to
a fan on. Yep.
65 to 69 inside is where I'm comfortable. Once you get above that, like even just like you tell me it's going to be 72 in the house, I feel like I'm dying. I'm like, I don't like this. I need it to be warm. I need it to be cooler than this. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but heat inside to me makes me feel horrible, makes me feel like it's too stuffy, makes me feel like I need to move and get out of there.
Yep.
But heat outside, and I love it. It's very weird. I think it has to do with the fresh air. Like, even if it's 90 degrees outside, if you get a little bit of a breeze in your face, you're like, oh, okay, I'm fine. But if you're inside and it's like even 75 and there's no air movement, I feel like I'm going to pass out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I think I agree with that perfectly. Yeah. Inside when it's too hot, I feel like I gotta open the window and get some fresh air. It's just the air component. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, there's like stuffy air. Kyle,
Thanks,
have
Nick.
you read Lenin? If not, please do. State and Revolution is a good start. Also, best book I read the last year was Jakarta Method. Oh my God, I think Jakarta Method was on this list that me and Crystal were picking from. I don't think we read it, but it was on the list of like it might be picked when we did this long road trip. Maybe we did read Jakarta. No, I don't remember. I got to go back and look.
Jakarta Method.
It's a book. I forget. That's not the one about the conspiracy to kill JFK
Jakar?
and like
Oh, really?
and the Dulles brothers. That's not the one. No. Devil's Chessboard is the one I'm thinking of. Never mind. So yeah, I didn't read the Jakarta Method, but it's on the list. We might get to that. And no, I have not read Lenin.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, Jay, that you haven't asked me if I read Lenin. I did. I read Lenin. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Is that John Lennon's biography? Oh, no, I appreciate you. But
why is that?
yeah.
Why is the dinosaur so thick in your picture, dog?
I was
God
just
damn.
thinking the same thing. I was like, is that like
Dinosaur got some
cheeks?
buns
Like,
in this
yeah,
bitch.
for real.
God damn.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Booty popping on a handstand. Old Billy Big Oil, Old Billy Bonesaw, Old Billy Beheading. Man broke all our hearts. Anyways, here's to you realists keeping it real for over a decade. Thank you, Kevin.
It has been
Appreciate
over a
that. Appreciate
decade.
the $20. He's talking about Bill Burr. You know how
Oh, yeah. Didn't
Bro,
you
I'm
do
so
a video
sad.
on it? You're over him,
I've done
right?
like 4. I've done like 4 videos on it.
And he's like trying to defend it now too,
That's
right?
why I've done 4. I would have done
Oh.
1 if he shut the fuck up after the first one time, but he keeps
Kinda
doubling down and
doubling.
tripling down and quadrupling down and like lying about everybody who's criticizing him. And I'm it's so sad. He was my favorite too. He really was.
What's he even saying? Like, how's he justifying it? That like people don't really give a fuck?
He's trying to lie and say that the people criticizing him are saying that the reason they were against him doing it is because there weren't any women in the audience, which he says there were women in the audience. So, aha. And it's like, that's not what the fucking criticism is.
Yeah.
Maybe there was one person who said that who didn't know, but like all of us are mad because you took money from a fucking genocidal dictator and then lied about it. He also had criticized Beyonce in the past for taking money from like the son of Gaddafi or some shit to do
performing at her wedding or some
and
shit.
he said the same. She was like, "This, how much money do you need? You're a fucking sellout." That's what he said. And so that's one thing he's saying. The other shit he's saying is like, "Oh, well, you guys are being racist because you're holding brown people to a higher standard than you hold white people to. Because when I go perform in England, you don't attack me for performing in England." And it's like, you're not being paid by the English government, bro. Like you're being paid by like regular people in England.
Yeah.
If you were being paid by regular people in Saudi Arabia at some startup comedy club, nobody would have a problem with this. The problem is you took $1.6 million from a fucking person who beheads people for apostasy and witchcraft and drug smuggling and has slaves and did a genocide in Yemen and did 9/11. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's just sad.
You know, when you are defending it that much, you know you're in the wrong. You know, if you just came out originally and were like, yeah, you know, whatever. But like the fact that you're saying he's come out like 4 times, it's like, nah, no, I fucked up.
Let me say this, bro. If he owned it, I think most of his fans would have been like, all right, I get it. You know, if he was just like, look, I fucked up. Like, I fucked up. But the fact of the matter is they offered me $1.6 million for one night of work. $1.6 million. So I know it's fucked up. I know the government is evil. But I was like, damn, I really want that money. So I took the money. Like, if he said that, everybody would have been like, I mean, you're not wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to say no to $1.6 million. Like, people would have sympathized with the shit. But instead, he's gaslighting and lying and fucking smearing everybody who's criticizing him.
Yeah.
And he's calling. That's the other thing. He's saying the bots are coming after me. The bots, they're bots. And it's like, motherfucker, read your own comment section. It's 100% your own fans, and all of them are shitting on you and mocking you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and the other thing is, you could hear it in his voice too now, though. Like, you could hear that he knows he fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to. Bill Burr is usually effortlessly funny. Like, he just like says some shit that's really funny and witty, and like he's got a natural confidence to him and genuineness to him.
Yep.
But now it's like it's so forced. Like he did Conan O'Brien's podcast, and Conan asked him about it.
Oh, really?
And first of all, you could tell Conan was sort of not fucking with Bill on it. Like, he asked some questions that were like, "Do you get why people?" And Bill's like, "Nah." But like, you could tell Bill was putting an act on. Like, he was putting an act on. Like, he was trying to pretend like, I don't even see what they're saying. And it's like, yes, you do.
Yeah.
You know you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he knows he fucked up. But and again, when you have to defend it that much, you know something's off.
Totally.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
you, Sentinel Kevin.
I support Stephen Miller, but I enjoy your guys' videos. Keep up the good works. I don't believe you. There's no way you could support Stephen Miller but watch us. But thank you for the $5.
I feel like Stephen Miller does nothing good. I feel like that guy is just a fucking
nothing
troll.
good, bro.
And then I saw a video of it was Jared Kushner and Ivanka talking at some Tel Aviv shit, and then like Ivanka came up and she called him Kushner, and I was just like, oh, it's just so weird. And like the fact that this guy has a platform to speak and like actually people are paying attention to him is just like, fuck that guy too, man.
All right, here's my conspiracy. I think Jared Kushner's gay and the relationship with Ivanka is fake.
Could be.
Yeah,
could
I
be.
think that's what's going on. That happens with a lot of these conservatives. Benny Johnson, the conservative commentator, same shit.
Yeah, that guy. I see that guy on Twitter all the time, man.
He's gay as fuck. He's gay as fuck. Like, there are dudes who have been like, I made out with him. Dudes are like, I jacked him off. Yeah, dead ass. Like, he one time, I told you this. He tweeted something and said, "Look at the ads that are on the Military Times right now. Disgusting." And it was a fucking ad for a singles gay cruise. And everybody was like, "Hey, you asshole. These are all tailored to your individual tastes. The ad is tailored to your individual taste." So he's gay as fuck, but he has a wife. He has a wife. And he like posts pictures with her. And it's like, dog, we see what you're doing.
Yeah. Too much.
It's like a fake ass marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, that guy is such a troll, man. He I think he was at the Penn State Oregon game right after Charlie Kirk passed away, and he was like giving out the Freedom t-shirts, and they definitely paid 2 people to wear it in the stands.
Yep.
Because like there was a video of some lady panning, and then she just found 2 random people, and they were like, "Oh, us."
Yeah.
I was like, the fakest video ever.
And then they lied about it and said like everybody's wearing the Charlie Freedom
No
shirt.
one was wearing that shit.
And it was literally, they called it like the whiteout game that they do every year where everybody wears white. And so he lied and pretended like they were all wearing the Freedom shirts. So fucking dishonest.
And then he was like, Charlie would be so happy. And like Charlie Kirk was out as like one of the biggest Oregon fans there is. Like he would have not been cheering for Penn State in that game.
Oh my God.
That guy, that guy's a character. Didn't like someone threaten his house or some shit like that?
So, okay, so ready for this? He did this big press conference with like the Department of Justice head behind him and like all these people behind him, these Republican like top officials. He did a press conference with all of them surrounding him to talk about how the left is violent because I got a death threat. Motherfucker, join the club.
Yeah.
We get death threats on the left all the fucking time. I get them all the fucking time. You're not special. I just don't call a fucking press conference over it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Imagine.
What a fucking... Meanwhile, the day before that, Corin,
Oh.
he posted... Somebody made this AI video that had him in it, and he's dressed in a Batman outfit. He posted the video, like, it was some ICE shit, like, thank our ICE heroes or whatever, and here's what Benny Johnson would be doing. Benny Johnson in the AI video is knocking out an old Asian woman. He posted an AI video of him knocking out an old Asian woman. Then the next day gives a press conference and goes, the Democrats are pro-violence. How dare... It's like, this is fucking ridiculous, bro. Why do all these guys have to be such goofballs?
They are super goofy. But speaking of that, when we've been sharing some of them, the AI videos are getting out of control.
Bro.
Like,
it's a problem. They need to be regulated for real. Like, this is not acceptable.
There has to be, I mean, like, it'll take the government a while before that is like some hearing of like shutting down AI videos. And I don't know how that stops, but like, I think you mentioned this, but the Tupac videos look incredibly real. Like he's at a Golden State Warriors game in Warriors gear cheering. It looks like he's there. Like some of them look like Abraham Lincoln at a WWF event. Like, yeah, okay, maybe is a little fake, but even that, I'm like, damn, bro.
No, they're good. They're good. So it's funny how some people they just nail. Tupac, for one, is just they just get him perfectly.
Kobe,
I
they
don't
get
know if
pretty
it's
good.
something about Kobe. So I don't know if you watched the Tupac versus Biggie long video for WWE, but at the end of that, Kobe comes in and like
I didn't see
fights
that.
too, and he looks horrible at the end of that shit.
Really?
So like some of them are a little but some
Yeah.
like Tupac for whatever reason they got Tupac down, bro.
Yeah.
They got Tupac down. They got Stephen Hawking. They got down like a motherfucker. Like some of them, it's just unbelievable how well they got him down.
Elvis was in one of the videos with Tupac, Kobe, and him like in Cuba or something
They
like
did
that.
Prince and Michael Jackson. They did
Michael Jackson on Rogan. I think I saw.
Oh, I didn't see that one. You got to send me that if you can find that bitch. That one is
It's
fun.
so
That's got to be funny.
He
But,
like it looks real, bro.
But that's what I'm saying is like now, because we're at the point now where I prided myself on like I think I'm pretty good at figuring out what's AI and what's not. But we're at the point now where with these new Sora videos where like I will 100% get duped by an AI video, you know?
Yeah, 1,000%. There was one of Mark Cuban, I think, like getting baptized today or something like that, and it looked mad real.
That's so
It
crazy.
was like he was like all watery and like he had the Bible in his hand, and I was like, "Is this real?" And then I saw like that little like brand
Sora-
logo on it.
Sora thing, yeah.
They're gonna get sued or something. I mean, like the fact that like
Well, did you know that now? So I used to be able to use Grok, the Twitter AI.
yeah.
I used to be able to use that to make a picture of myself for if I need to do a last minute thumbnail for one of my videos.
Mhm.
Normally Lilith does all my thumbnails. But every now and then it'll be some weekend video. I don't want to bother her or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like I'll whip one up quick myself and I'll go to Grok and I'll type in like, show me Kyle Kulinski doing whatever. Right.
Yeah.
And then it would show me and it would look like me. The only thing is for whatever reason, it insisted on making my hair brown, even though I've been blonde for like a long time. Honestly, what I think happens is they like looked at my years of being online and saw the majority of the time I had brown hair. And so they used, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some logic to it, I'm sure.
100%.
But it was good. Like I've used it before. There was one I did. If you type in like secular talk, Sydney Sweeney, there was a video I did where I think me and Crystal on Crystal Kyle and Friends talked about some Sydney Sweeney shit, and I'm in the thumbnail and it's AI, and it's pretty good. But they removed the ability to make me with AI. They removed the ability to make Crystal. They removed the ability to make like Jank from the Young Turks.
Oh,
they removed the ability for I don't know what the rules are though, because I was like, okay, clearly they got into some legal trouble and they were like, I can't allow people to do whatever with certain people. But then you type in, show me Trump. They still give you Trump. There's no question about that. The other thing is Taylor Swift apparently was like threatening them with a lawsuit or suing them because they were making her in like suggestive sexual type poses, right?
Okay.
But then you type in some shit with Taylor Swift and that still works. And so I almost feel like they're allowing it for like the A-list celebrities, but anybody who's below A-list, they're not allowing it. But I don't know. That's weird because it's like you would think if there's a lawsuit, you would either like
be protected
all of it, or none of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, it kind of sucks because I know that Grok was the most permissive with like letting you put like almost whatever in there.
Yeah.
You couldn't do full on sexual shit, but you could like sort of, I guess, get around it a little bit. But you could do most shit in Grok. And now you can't do it there, and you definitely still like. I can't make myself with ChatGPT. I don't know an AI program. In fact, somebody tell me if you have an answer to this. Tell me an AI image generator that I could make that would actually use me, that would make me. Whereas most of them won't. You know,
ChatGPT won't do that. That's the only one that I have.
ChatGPT's always been stricter than, especially with image generation shit. They're stricter than Grok was. And so Grok, I think, is still more lenient than them, but it's not. You still can't make me with it now, you know. And
the Grok thing would do you as an image, or they would change like a little bit of a feature to like.
No, they would make it exactly like me.
Oh wow!
There was a hot minute. There was probably a 6-month period where you could type in, "Show me Kyle Kulinski playing bocce ball with Babe Ruth."
It'd be you.
100%. 100%. And it would look just like me too.
Damn.
And it was weird because there was a period too where sometimes I don't know how they did this. It wouldn't look exactly like me, but it would still, you would know it was me. It was like my likeness was there. Very weird. Where like, it's not me, and you could see it's not me, but also for some reason, something about the likeness was like, that's Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Very weird. Same with Crystal. I've never, and it really blew my mind because I always thought if you change a little something about what I look like, that people would easily be like, that's not Kyle. But no, I was looking at pictures of me that were a little off in the face, a little different, but I still knew it was me. It's like, what is it about that I'm so sure it's me? You know what I'm saying? It's very weird.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully I'll check on the other chat thing at the end, but maybe someone has. There's got to be some other shit that still does it.
I don't think so because they're all gonna get sued.
Yeah, that's true. I can't
Which
believe
is probably a good thing in the long run. I guess I'm just not.
Yeah, 'cause some of that shit is wild.
Yeah,
I saw
like
Abraham Lincoln in a Chicago Bears uniform. Like, it's like shit that you're just like, what in the fuck? Martin Luther King at a WWF shit.
Oh,
Like, it's
that
like,
shit was good though. You saw that? He
yeah,
said something about like, I used to have a dream, but I dream no longer, or some shit like that.
bro, the Stephen
Oh,
Hawking coming
said,
through
I
the
am the
steel
dream
cage
now.
shit, bro. Yeah, like,
The Stephen Hawking shit was hilarious, jumping off the top of the cage. That was
I
awesome.
think there was a Stephen Hawking of like, I don't know if he got like pulled over, but then he like sped away in his chair. It's crazy, this shit. All right, Rich, thank you, bro.
As a Florida lefty in the chat, does 6 to 7 months of never going below 79 degrees at night sound good? Yes. My band, Killed by Florida, is about to release our album, Sunshine Hate. It is crazy brutal, May to September. So I will say this. I will accept sun hate from Floridians because that's all you get is sun. Like, if all you have all the time is sun, then I can, because even me, like in the middle of the summer, let's say we have like, let's say 9 days straight of 85 degrees and sunny. Even me, and I'm a sun lover, I'm like, you know what? You could throw in half a day of rain here.
Yeah,
Like, you could hit me with like a 2-hour, 3-hour thunderstorm. Like, I like that. It'll feel like relaxing and refreshing and shit.
Yep.
So I allow Floridians to hate the sun. But
79
overall,
degrees is pretty good though.
79 degrees at night, yeah, I'd be vibing, bro. I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
And
Like,
and
you
shout
gotta
out to your
understand,
band.
me and Corin growing up in New York, like, we always had the fall, we always had the winter. After, I know people have, oh, the leaves are changing, and oh, there's snow on the ground. When you have to live in that shit is not fucking fun. You got to shovel shit. You got to wipe your fucking car off. It's cold as fuck. You got to wake up when it's dark outside. Like, it's not fun. It's fucking gross. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And somebody, like, I feel like I got a little bit of that seasonal depression shit. So, like, when the sun starts setting earlier, I start being like, fuck, man. Like, I fucking hate this time of year.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would rather have 79 degrees at night for sure.
Same. And good luck on the rest of your album, bro. That's Sunshine Hate, man. You really don't like the sunshine.
He's right though that May to September in Florida is fucking brutal.
It is.
It's very, very, very hot all the time,
But you have Disneyland and Universal and Ron DeSantis, who
didn't he get shitted on? Things is not like the other. You got Disney, Universal, and Ron DeSantis. That's
fuck, marry, kill.
Like, you got spaghetti, ice cream, and a massive pile of dog shit.
Wasn't he getting roasted by someone at his press conference or some shit?
Yes, I think that was like from a month ago or so, but I reposted it again because somebody just lit into him like, "Why are you fucking defending a pedophile? What are you, a pedophile?" It was great.
And he fell off bad, man, right?
Oh, yeah. He, after Trump bodied him in the election, like, it was just like, sorry, son, you're on the B team. Like, go back to the B team.
Because he had a moment where he kind of was like, making a charge-ish,
bro,
right?
That was my biggest miss as a commentator is probably that, where I thought DeSantis had a chance to win. Because I felt like, because I felt like he had all of the upsides of Trump with none of the downsides. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he just didn't appeal to the Republicans as much as Trump. Like, really, at the end of the day, it was like a charisma contest, and he failed that miserably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, I misread that hard. I thought he could be the one. I thought he might win.
And he was really rocking those white boots.
DeSantis?
Yeah, like those like rain boots, those high, like that wasn't an AI photo, right?
No, I think that was real.
Yeah, it was like weird.
He wears heels too. He's got heels on his shit. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Gentagon.
Kyle, what are your thoughts on Dave Smith going full bigot with Nick Fuentes? I also haven't heard a peep from him regarding the Argentina bailout. Yeah, it's embarrassing, man. I saw the Vanguard covered that. It's just embarrassing. Like, Dave Smith is this libertarian guy, and he's built up some credibility, not just with libertarians.
He's like everywhere now. I've seen that dude.
Yeah, it's not just with libertarians who love him, but also some right-wingers love him because he was pro-Trump for a time, but also some lefties accept him because he's, decent on some of the issues. But yeah, he invited on Nick Fuentes, and it was just like a suck and fuck fest. Like, it was
really?
Just,
he had him on his shit?
Yeah, it was just like him sort of casually agreeing with him on most shit, and in the areas where they disagreed, it was very like mild sort of pushback. And it's like, bro, first of all, you're Jewish, and he's a Nazi. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? You're Jewish. He hates all Jews. Like, what are you doing? Like, he's going to go right back on a show and start shitting on you. The second you disagree with him, it's going to be he's just like the rest of them, right? Yeah. Like, this is what it is. So I don't know what he's doing. It's really embarrassing. I think he wanted the clout of Fuentes, who was having a moment. But Yeah, I just feel like they're all scared of Wentz. They're all scared of him, you know? Like, they're all scared of him. And it's so weird to be scared of him. Like, just, if you're scared of him, just don't fucking have him on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Appreciate you, girl.
Kyle, I feel that your hate for the Rogan sphere is going too far. You act like they burned down your house. Also, how should No Kings protesters protect themselves from agitators and provocateurs? So I disagree on the Rogan sphere thing. I feel like my hate is at exactly the right level, or if anything, it doesn't go far enough.
Yeah.
It's just that they're such frauds. Like, they hopped on board the bandwagon, and now that it's super unpopular, they're trying to like tiptoe out of the room, but without doing the hard work of being like, yeah, we fucked up, our bad, mea culpa, like, shouldn't have done that shit. Like, Kamala was better than Trump. None of them will say that, but they'll pretend like we're not even really that big on MAGA.
Yeah,
It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, yes, you guys are. Yes, you know what you did. You know what you signed up for. But how should the No Kings protesters protect themselves? I don't know, man. What I'd say is what these anti-ICE protesters are doing, the No Kings protesters should do that too. There should be a lawyer at every protest with a megaphone, and the lawyer can fucking talk through the megaphone, record it, and the lawyer can interact with the cops when they give commands. Be like, this is a free First Amendment assembly. We're allowed to use our free speech. If you want us to disperse, you need to give me a legal reason why that is. Like, we're only going to abide by legal orders that you give. We're not going to fucking hand away our constitutional rights. Like, it was an amazing video of a lawyer like screaming at the cops and saying to them, like, here's how you're wrong and here's why we're not moving. This, and this. And so that's one thing. I also would love, I would love it if the No Kings protesters also picked up on the same theme that these anti-ICE protesters are doing. Have some motherfuckers there wearing the fucking big inflatable cartoon animal shits, right?
Or go butt ass naked.
Or go butt ass naked. No, don't do that one. But I feel like, because you have to mock these idiots too. It's not just about like they're fascists and they're scary, which they are, but it's also like you got to sort of show them for the ridiculous people they are. You know, like, I want to see it. That day will be a failure if there's not some fucking inflatable cartoon character who's getting arrested somewhere.
Or
like
someone getting arrested in like a full Michael Jackson like outfit or
exactly.
something.
Like, give me some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this becomes like, see, look at how unreasonable these fucking losers are that they're arresting a Michael Jackson lookalike who didn't commit a crime. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? So that's how I'd answer that question.
But they're definitely doing another No Kings Day thing.
Yeah, October 18th.
October
18th. Shit. Yeah, it's on. And Trump is trying to, make noises like he's going to try to fucking ban it. And Mike Johnson is doing the same shit. And it's like, dude, they're just openly admitting like, we don't believe in free speech, All
right, let's roll through some of these.
Hi again. We need to end the U.S. empire. If we're to defeat Trump and fascism, we must slash the military budget by 80% to ensure no company has 10% of market and cap all wealth total assets at 10 million. That's some strong ass shit right there, bro. That's some strong ass shit. I think I would probably draw the line higher than 10 million at assets. Like, my rule is no billionaires, no more billionaires. Like, every penny that's over 999 million should be taxed at 100%. So I agree. I would go that far. To cap it at 10 million, I think is a little much. But there was a time
seems low for a company.
Well, she's saying for individuals too. Like, at total assets at 10 million. So you can't be worth more than 10 million is what this person's saying. And that is, I think it was like under Eisenhower, you had the top marginal tax rate was 91%, and that applied for incomes that you made, I want to say over like 5 million a year or 3 million a year. So I get the idea like that. I could get down with the yearly, like, you want to cap it at do 91% tax over a certain number. I can get down with that, but basically like a wealth tax of anything over 10 million seems a little steep. And slash the military budget 80%. Yeah, I've always said 50%, but 80% wouldn't be crazy considering that we're causing most of the problems around the world. So
thanks, Awesome and Curious.
Hey, Kyle, if the top 10% account for half of consumer spending, wouldn't a nationwide sales tax effectively be progressive? So that's a good question. But everybody has to buy, the goods that you need to survive. Like, you got to buy fucking toilet paper, you got to buy groceries, you got to buy like all sorts of shit. And that would be a tax every time regular people go to the store. So I would say, I get your point, but I think there are other taxes that are less regressive and more progressive than that. So I would say a nationwide sales tax is not. Now, you might be able to make an argument that it still would make sense to do a nationwide sales tax. If you hit me with a certain program that I think is like super vital, then maybe I could see that. But I think there are other sorts of taxes that are less regressive than that or more progressive than that, which I would probably prefer over it. You know what I'm saying? Like a high marginal tax rate is one, like an income tax rate, property tax rate. If you're a property owner, it should be you should probably be taxed quite a bit on that, So, but interesting point. I never thought of it like that.
Metalhead Matt is a real one. Thank you, bro.
I quit nicotine a few months ago. I would slam 16 milligram pouches 2 at a time. Oh my God, bro.
That's a lot.
That is unfucking believable. And vape for years before that. My weight loss journey has been greatly stunted since quitting. That is literally exactly what we're talking about. I know the struggle. LOL. Love the show. Keep up. Bro, let me tell you something. If you were popping 2 16 milligram pouches, you were buzzing, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
That's more than 6 Coronas?
Way more than the equivalent of 6 Coronas in terms of nicotine. Yeah, like that is like you could actually like give yourself like nicotine poisoning with that shit, Like I think I accidentally gave myself nicotine poisoning when I got that anxiety attack.
Yeah.
And I had too much caffeine, didn't eat anything, and was taking big deep hits off my vape. I really think like because you never know with the vape. Sometimes you might get a little like vape juice that like kind of gets on your tongue or some shit. So I could have ended up with like this amount of nicotine in my body at one time and heart racing, fucking walls closing in, like just losing it. So I'm surprised this dude never gave himself a panic attack, bro. Did you ever deal with anxiety? Because if you're popping 2 16 milligram pouches, you are just like begging for anxiety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your withdrawal must have been worse than mine, if I'm being honest. Like my withdrawal sucked, but your withdrawal must have been worse than mine, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you for getting off that shit.
I quit in July is when I quit. So it sounds like you quit after me.
Well, it's good to know that the weight loss thing is not, just a you thing. It seems
no, it's definitely not. I knew it wasn't. Yeah. But the other thing is, did you taper? Did you drop from like I took a 16 milligram pouch, dropped it down to a 9, then dropped it down to a 6?
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to like cold turkey do 2 pouches.
Well, that's what I did. I did cold turkey, but if he did it, it would be even worse. Like his withdrawal would be worse. He'd be like laying in bed, fucking shaking and hating life and wanting to die. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
appreciate you.
I'm curious. Hit us back up and let us know. Did you taper down? Did you ever have anxiety? And did you taper down from 16 to 9? Because I know somebody now who's also quitting the pouches, and he's at 9, which is a lot. That's one of the highest ones. This guy's at 16. That's out of this world. The guy I know is going from 9 to 6. I think he's on 6 right now, but next will be 3, and then he'll be
there's Yeah. Appreciate you, Path. Another Nick Fuentes fan who always
Kyle, you're getting recommended to young white males. My friends in this pipeline are seeing your videos. Would you interview Nick Fuentes not to platform him for them, but not to platform him, but for them to hear you directly? We need to win them back. Look, that's a tough question because I don't know. The ethics of that are murky to me because it's like, okay, on the one hand, yeah, you want to debate anybody, big debate bro fucking mindset of like, I'll debate anybody and I'll win and I'll destroy them or whatever. And I have total confidence in my ability to do that. But on the other hand, it's like, it reminds me of when CNN used to have somebody on to like represent the evolution point of view versus the creationism point of view, where you had on the person who says climate change is real, Bill Nye, up against the person who says climate change is fake, Marsha Blackburn, right? And I always used to look at that and go, this is such fucking bullshit because like one side is just right and the other one is wrong. And I don't think CNN was doing anybody any favors by pretending like maybe evolution is not true. Let's debate it. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe climate change is not true. Let's debate it. It gives the impression of a debate where there really isn't one. And so for me to debate somebody who's like an open white nationalist, I don't know. It just feels like I don't want to give that the credibility that of pretending like this is in the realm of what's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I have no problem debating a libertarian. I have no problem. I guess debating just like, a MAGA person in theory, 37% of the country is still MAGA. So there's like a real tangible reason why you probably should do that, even though even that is sort of iffy to me now. Right. But for somebody who's like a card carrying white nationalist, I don't know. It just feels, I don't feel perfectly comfortable doing that. So, I mean, I've gone back and forth on this over the years. Sometimes I felt like, yeah, fuck it. I'll debate anybody, anytime, anywhere, any place, and I'll fucking dust them. And then half the time I'm like, why am I wasting my time doing this shit? Exactly. Like Crystal says, she's like, I'm never going back on Piers Morgan's show. And she says, the reason I'm never going back on is because it's a fucking circus. Like the whole point is the circus. There's nobody's trying to like get to like teach people actual information, make anybody more intelligent or more well-researched, more knowledgeable. Like, it's literally just like a fucking freak show. And she's like, I'm not participating in that freak show anymore. Nothing good comes out of this.
Yeah.
I feel like shit. The final product is shit. It's like the equivalent of junk food as opposed to having like a nutritious meal. You know, she's like, I don't want to participate in the media junk food thing, you know? And like, I kind of agree with that. You know, I kind of agree with that at the moment. So anyway, I've gone back and forth. You caught me in a mood where I feel like, no, I wouldn't do it. But
at least like, you know, his friends are seeing your videos. Hopefully they're smart enough to watch some of them and they change their mind, you know, without having to see you debate.
I'm just amazed by people who think like, oh yeah, right-wing politics, that's the answer. It's like, we live in a right-wing hellhole right now. How are you feeling? You feel like everything's great? You feel like everything's all hunky-dory over here? You happy with your life? You happy where, you know, your friends' lives are right now? Like, this is a right-wing hellhole that we live in. You really think it would make it better to say, sorry, we're kicking out all the black people and all the Jews and all the Hispanic people? Like, you think your life's going to improve if you do that? It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like, everybody knows what, like, the real answers. If anybody stops and thinks about it for 2 seconds, the real answer is you need higher wages. You need more vacation time, right? We need to end the corruption and the government serving billionaires and corporations and fucking you over.
Free
we need unions so people can make more money. You know what I'm saying? You need universal health care so you don't go bankrupt from fucking medical bills. Like, the solutions are kind of obvious, but they're not sexy.
Yep.
So then you have these right-wing idiots who step in and say, like, just blame trans people or immigrants or whatever. And it's like, sorry, no, they're not the problem. They're in the same fucking boat you are, you know?
Yep. Appreciate you, Nathan.
Hey, Kyle, great interview with Abdul El-Sayed on KKF. Hassan interviewed him in Detroit last month and fell in love with the city. Detroit's hot right now. You guys should visit on your next vacation. Well, I will definitely keep that in mind.
Detroit? Yeah, shout out Detroit, man. The pizza is banging.
You've been there, right? Yeah, you've been there.
I haven't spent much time in Detroit. No, I drove through Detroit one time randomly going to it detoured me from Illinois through Detroit to Canada back down to upstate New York. But I haven't spent much time in Detroit. But the baseball team just lost, but their deep dish pizza is on my fucking like spots I have to go check out. But,
they got good deep dish pizza there?
Banging like
okay.
I bought a Costco deep dish Detroit style pizza. It was so good. It's like thick and crispy. They actually had it at a food truck in Colorado I was at too that I got. Molly loves that shit too.
Wait, you said they have it at Costco though?
Yes, it's like Motor City Pizza in Costco.
We gotta get that shit. I gotta tell Crystal to get that shit.
Definitely try that shit. It's super banging.
It sounds good. I like deep dish. I fuck with deep dish.
Try that pizza, man. I'm telling you, banging. All right, I'm gonna roll through some of these.
Okay, this podcast is the highlight of my day. Would love if you made it available on more platforms like Spotify. It makes it easier to listen while driving.
Yes, we'll try.
That's a question for Corin there, not for me. It used to be a question for me. Now it's a question for you. During doing 20 minutes on the Stairmaster at the end of each workout has been what shreds the weight off me. I'm hot now. 20 minutes on the Stairmaster at the end of each workout. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Stairmaster is good.
The only cardio I do is tennis. I play tennis. I've always hated like, oh, get on a treadmill and run or like go for a run around the block. It's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. My brain doesn't let me. I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. I'm thinking about it the whole time. I'm thinking about how it sucks. When I play tennis, I'm thinking about playing tennis. I don't even think of it as a workout, but at the end I'm sweating, my heart rate's up. And
playing basketball, you know, it's
like you don't
playing, you're done and you worked out.
Exactly. So I need it to come in the form of a sport. I can't do it like on some casual shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Thanks, Jack.
I live in a small town in Georgia filled with Trumpers. I find it ironic that the same people that support him always go to the local Mexican restaurant slapping down on some tacos and margaritas. Wes, you are 100% correct. And that's why that viral rant from the I've Had It podcast went so viral, where she was like, she said the same shit. She was like, look, she called them triple Trumpers. If you voted for Trump 3 times, which those are like the real fucking ride or die Trumpers. If you're a triple Trumper, get the fuck out of the Mexican restaurant, get the fuck out of the Chinese restaurant. Your ass is only allowed to go to fucking Cracker Barrel. Like, you want this country to be a white nationalist country? Okay, no more Chinese food, no more Mexican food. Shut the fuck up. Go to the Cracker Barrel.
Shit would suck without all that.
Exactly. And so she's right. And you're 100% right. Like, to think that makes sense. I think the exact same way. It's like, you can't shit on these other cultures while like enjoying the great parts of the cultures, you know?
Yep.
So shout out to you, Wes. Appreciate it. Scott Kalo, thanks for the $10. Sorry for my bad recommendation last stream. I did my research this time and found an actual good YouTube alternative / backup, PeerTube. It's decentralized, so there's nobody to cave to Trump. That's kind of cool. But to be honest, I never heard of it before. So
yeah,
That's
is that
a
like
little bit of a strike against it, but I'll
is it a different YouTube?
it's a different YouTube. I think the person
Oh.
is trying to help me out in that, like, we're worried now about one
YouTube
fucking
could
phone
get
call
fucked
from
up?
Trump and we could just get cooked off fucking YouTube. We just get
Oh,
nuked
goodness.
off that bitch in 1 second,
Yeah, that's true.
So, but I'll write it down because there may come a time where, we're
Thanks,
like,
Scott.
let's
My guy Nathan's back asking about
Bigfoot
Nick's
is part 2.
mention.
The left economic message resonates. Reverse horseshoe, Trump back to Bernie. They're seeing MAGA doesn't help their lives. I'm a psychologist working with young males. I'd love to chat with you about it. Yeah, I'll run that by Crystal. See if
That shit is way beyond my head. I don't even know what the fucking reverse horseshoes.
Reverse horseshoe. He's basically saying like, there was like a Bernie to Trump pipeline.
Oh yeah.
He's saying we need to make a pipeline back, is what he's saying, and like he's trying to get into how to do that. I think that's the difference. So Nathan, here's my thoughts at the moment. My thoughts are, I see what they did and how they became ascendant and dominant. And basically the way they did it is like the polar opposite of what we're told to do on the left and liberal side. We're told to be understanding and sympathetic and hold their hands and walk them through it and coddle their nuts and sing Kumbaya and all that shit, right? And the fact of the matter is that doesn't work, bro. Like, what we need to do is what they do, which is Trump bullies the fuck out of anybody who disagrees with him.
Troll them, bully the fuck out of them, fucking have get
fun.
arrested in Michael Jackson
values. Yeah, like fight, and like if they get more put off by that, okay, some percentage that will be the case. But there's also going to be some percentage who go, oh shit, I like that energy. I like that vibe. I like that they're fighters. I like that they stand on business. I like that they stand 10 toes down and believe in what they're saying and are willing to like fight on that shit,
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like, I think that's the mindset I'm in. It's like, if you're going to join us, you're going to join us. And you're going to join us because I'm spitting fire and I'm like telling the truth, right? And like I don't have time to fucking coddle you to get you here. Like, you're either going to get here or you're not going to get here. But like, shit or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's why where my hesitancy comes from. It's like that reverse horseshoe, that pipeline back might happen, but it's not going to come from us being fucking cucks. And always be, I kind of maybe can see it from your perspective. It's like, no, fuck your perspective. You're fucking wrong. I'm right. Are you going to join us or not? You know what I'm saying?
Take the page out of their playbook. Appreciate you though, Nathan. Thanks, Doug.
Kyle, if you want to learn about ICE raids in Puerto Rico, check out independent reporter Bianca Graulas' video on it. It's disgusting how statehooders in Puerto Rico are helping Trump target immigrants. Jesus Christ. Really? What the fuck? They're doing I didn't even know they were doing ICE raids in Puerto Rico. That's crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it.
Here's a follow-up to that.
What's even worse is pro-statehood politicians in Puerto Rico want to ban absentee voting for individuals under the age of 55. I never want to hear liberals ever tell me again statehood is popular. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ban absentee voting for individuals under 55. That's wild.
Yeah,
thanks, bro. Thanks for letting us know.
Thanks, brother.
Lifelong fat guy here on Monjaro. That's the like Ozempic type shit. Quitting nicotine legit slowed down the weight loss. Wow. A lot. If you stop taking it, your appetite will skyrocket back.
So that's what's happening. Right?
Well, yeah, that's what happened to me. I stopped taking nicotine, my appetite skyrocketed. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I was saying to Crystal. I was like, bro, I'm working out. Like, I'm running a lot, I'm sweating a lot, and I feel like I'm eating the same amount, and I'm just getting fatter. It's just fucking crazy. Like,
did you like that shirt I got you, by the way? I feel like that shit would fit you
with that shirt.
Isn't that good material?
Nice. Yeah, that shirt's real nice.
It also doesn't help
too.
Shout out to my mom. She made you chocolate chip cookies. That doesn't help the fucking
I told you to send her our message. We fucking love those shits. We
banging, right?
Yeah, banging. Absolutely banging. And we also like that you gave us this big tennis ball.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
We used that big-ass tennis ball, too. So
did you play with it?
Yeah, we tried to play with it, but it felt like it was going to break our rackets.
Yeah.
Like a couple shots, and I was like, all right, I'm going to put this behind me in the studio, Hey, Kyle, I just saw your most recent video on Bill Burr coping while on Conan's podcast. Very sad to see. For you, is there anything Burr could do to redeem himself? If so, what? Or is he cooked forever? Love y'all. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's got to apologize. He's got to be like, man, I'm sorry. I really fucked up. I see how many of you guys are angry. I was like straw manning you. I got really defensive. I shouldn't have been defensive. I see why you're mad. Yeah, it was probably fucked up of me to take the money. But, somebody said $1.6 million and I jumped at the opportunity because that's a lot of fucking money. But like, I'll learn from it. I'm going to get better. My bad. Like, if he did that, I still think he could probably win back a lot of people.
Yeah.
But he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
There's no chance,
Yeah. like bashing your own audience is not the fucking way to
And
win
he did
people
it
back over.
hard. He
Yeah.
did it hard.
Yeah.
Like really hard. Like insinuating that if you disagree with him, you're a racist.
He'll probably see it in like when he goes back on tour here in the US. Like I'm
He
sure
literally
people are gonna
canceled
be
an
like,
event, dog.
oh, really?
He canceled a public event, probably because he
See?
was afraid of the backlash.
That and maybe people weren't going to his shit. He probably didn't get the numbers he wanted or some shit. You never know.
Totally.
Thanks, Fast
Yep.
and Music.
We must end the U.S. empire or we're all dead. Yes, even YouTube people, even white people. That's what it means. The empire ends with us. We need to make Dems, lefties commit to this. I mean, yeah, ending the empire that's the same. That's like end all the wars, cut back on the military bases. Yeah, I mean that's a definite plank that you need in any left-wing movement for sure.
Yep. Thanks, Awesomely Curious.
Thoughts on Cenk announcing that his new project is to unite the left and right and show them how we can get our government back. The right is the government. Trump administration has a 90+% approval rating with Republicans. Yeah, Diego, I agree with you on this. Cenk knows I disagree with him on this. This was what our debate was 2 times ago when he was on Crystal Kyle and Friends. I'm sorry, but the coalition that's going to win for the left is going to be liberals, leftists, and independents. It is not. It has nothing to do with the 37% that still call themselves MAGA. Nothing to do with them. Trump's at a 37% approval rating. That 37% is cooked. They're done. They're over. But I got good news for you. 37% is a strong minority. It's not a majority. So everybody else is on the table, but that 37% is gone. I don't know why one would keep going back to the pool of people that hate you the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to the pool of people who are like so-so or like slightly leaning in your favor. Those are the ones you go to be like, hey, let's get together. You know what I'm saying? But there's this weird thing of like, no, I have to make friends with the people who fucking despise me and want me to die. It's like, I got bad news for you. They're never going to fucking come. Some of them are just gone. They're just gone. It's okay to have some political enemies. That's what politics is, you know? But like, there's this weird thing where it's like, no, we got to fucking make up with them. And it's like, no, you don't actually, you know? So yeah, I think it's not the path I would go, but everybody knows that.
Thanks, Diego. All right, I'm running through.
What's your opinion on why hip hop has fallen off over the last few years? There hasn't been many massive rap songs since the Drake Kendrick beef. Where are the next big hip hop superstars? I mean, that's a good question. Corin and I are probably a little too old and out of touch to really answer this shit.
I think there's too many rappers. Like, I feel like too many guys on. Like, I feel like social media has kind of watered it down too, where there's like so many different artists of like little this guy. You know, like there's too many artists.
What era is it right now? Is it the Kendrick era? Is that what everybody's calling this? Is this the Kendrick Lamar era? Is that how this is being referred to? Like, what era is it right now?
I guess it could be, right? Like, he's probably the most popular, I would think, in the hip hop world.
Yeah, it's just he doesn't drop that much, though, right? Like, isn't that the
that's
problem?
another thing too. Is I guess like artists aren't releasing as much music as I feel like back in the day. Like, artists were coming out with albums pretty regularly, you know.
Yeah, but then again, like, I do feel like we're too out of touch right now. Where like I was watching some video the other day about this rap beef in like Florida, where like people were actually getting killed and shit.
Yeah.
We're talking about the rappers, and it's like, damn, I don't even know who these rappers are, and they're like killing each other. That shit is sort of crazy.
That's my point. Is there's so many rappers, there's so many different people that I don't think like anybody becomes too popular on mainstream.
Yeah, is it because of like TikTok and Instagram and
like there's
YouTube
no
like there's no culture now. It's like very very fractured. You know, like you got these little pockets of shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that's the issue, Dan. Maybe it's like since there is no like monoculture anymore, where there's just one culture and everybody's in their own little bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, to some people, I'm the most famous person on the fucking country. To other people, they don't know who the fuck I am. Exactly. You know? And it's like, that's kind of weird. Where it used to be, if somebody's famous, they're famous. You know, everybody knows who Eminem is. Everybody knows who fucking Eminem is. You know, and like now there's been a big change in that shit. So maybe that's why we are where we are. But personally, I fuck with I like a lot of drill rap. I like the beats from drill rap.
Yeah,
you know,
we're also old school. Like, we like the New Orleans, like down south, like type of beats. You know,
old school Lil Wayne. Although Lil Wayne fell off hard, bro. That most recent album was.
Yeah, it was kind of whack. Yeah, it was kind of, bro. Yeah,
it was whack. He got like Kanye poopity scoop type shit in that album.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad because Lil Wayne, is one of my goats.
He was one of the goats. Yeah, for sure. He was absolutely one of the goats. But I love the West Coast shit, like Tupac, Dre, Snoop. Like, they were back when we were kids. That was like, you know, they were the shit.
Yep.
I'm a little bit of a East Coast trader, even though I'm from the East Coast, because Biggie was not
Nas.
as good to me as Tupac or
Well,
Nas.
Jadakiss. I feel like
Nas.
Jadakiss is my goal.
Jadakiss is goated, but Jadakiss
Fuck
was he never hit the same commercial success as the other guys. He was more of an underground type
Yep.
success on the East Coast.
Yep.
You know,
He's got a really good podcast with Fat Joe. I don't know if you've seen any of
I
their.
haven't.
Fat Joe is a good storyteller, man.
There's Dipset. Remember Dipset? They were the shit. I fuck with
Jim
Dipset.
Jones.
When G Unit was on that run when we were in high school, that was like a legendary run, bro.
Yep.
That was like every song they released was like, oh
Bangers.
shit, this is a banger.
And they had so many guys spawn off of that, like Lloyd Banks.
Love Lloyd Banks, love Young Buck.
Yep, Young Buck was another one. Yep.
Fuck with all those guys.
Yep.
And then I feel like it was after that era that me and you sort of fell off a little bit in that we didn't follow it as closely anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Like the fucking music I listen to now, I don't know if you have control of your radio in the car, like kind of with the younger kids. I don't. It's like Electric Bloom is some shit from a Disney Channel my daughter listens to. Like,
oh, so you got to still play the shit for the,
I gotta
for
play
the girls
shit
these
them,
days.
so I can't even listen. To it. So if it is my shit, it's just some radio shit, and they just repeat the same songs over and over again.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little more. I'm not current. I'm not like really up to date with the shit, but I'm probably a little more than you because me and Crystal have control of the radio. I'd say 80% of the time. We'll give them like a song every now and then. But that's it. Then it goes back to
just override their request, and it's just like, nah, fuck off. Like we're playing our shit.
I'd say it's like if they ask for a song, like 60 to 70% of the time, we'll be like, okay, we'll give you a song. But if we're not in the mood, we'll just be like, no, we're not giving you a song.
That's what I do too. I know, like I've seen TikToks and memes and all this shit of parents like, I don't like. I'm listening to K-pop Demon Hunter. Like, nah, we're listening to my shit today.
You know what's crazy though? Crystal actually likes that shit. So like she'll play that shit in the car, and she'll actually
without the kids in the shit.
No, the kids will be in there, but she likes it with or without the kids, but she'll play with the kids in there.
There are some catchy shits, but like when you play it 17 million hundred times in a row, that shit starts to get played the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. Especially, yeah.
But there are definitely bangers.
That's when I really started to feel old when she was playing the K-pop Demon Hunter shit. Because I was like, nah, I don't even see this theoretically, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
No mindset do I like this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tight at McDonald's because there's the girls side of the K-pop Demon Hunters, and then there's like a boys group of K-pop Demon Hunters. And McDonald's toys in their Happy Meals are like the boys K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, nah, man, keep it old school. Like I want Giannis Antetokounmpo, or I just want like a miniature hamburger in my shit. Like, like now I feel, to your point, I feel old that there's a K-pop Demon Hunter, and that like I get the toy and I'm like, this shit's kind of whack.
It's like the shit that takes off now pisses me off. Like the Labubu shit that took off and the K-pop Demon Hunter. It's like, no, this is just a stuffed animal that costs 7 cents to make, and now you're charging fucking $80 for this shit. Like, that's not right, bro. And they got the vampire teeth, and they got Labubus and Lafufus, and it's like, come on, man. Like, it's just, I don't vibe with it. At least in theory, with previous shit, I could understand where it's coming from. This one is like, why is everybody talking about K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, what is it about this thing that took the fuck off? You know?
I don't know. I haven't even watched this shit, to be honest with you, so I don't even know if it's good or not.
Chicken Warrior, thanks for the $10. Yo, Kyle, huge fan from the South. I'm not going to lie. I've been worried about you. Hope you keep safe from Trump. Also, you're right. There is definitely an appetite for a Southern lefty that hasn't been realized. That's exactly right. The accent would do a lot. Yeah. If you have a good Southern accent, you're spewing left-wing talking points, woo, you'd be welcomed as a hero.
Yep.
And thank you for worrying about me. I appreciate that. We are armed, I will say. Because, you know, when Charlie Kirk got me and Crystal immediately were like, okay, it's time to upgrade our security system. It's time to like get serious about our security. Yeah. So we are armed. I do have guns.
Chicken Warrior.
We do have a good security system. But yeah, I mean, threats are normal when you're in the role I'm in. Threats are normal as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, some scarier than others, but threats are normal. You know.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that. Thank you. By the way, I will say for the record, here and now, never in my life have I ever been suicidal. Never will I ever be suicidal. I'm a pretty fucking happy dude, bro. I'm a happy dude. So if anything were to ever happen to me ever, 100%, that shit was not suicide. I'm letting y'all know that from the bottom of my fucking heart. That's facts.
Don't even scare me with that statement, bro. That shit's scary to even just hear that shit.
I know, but I'm just saying because, like, it's weird if you think about it. Like, if something were to happen to me and they were to say it's suicide, the fact that people would be like, huh, did he kill himself? Like, that alone is crazy to me. I want to say so unequivocally that everybody knows 100% without a doubt, if some shit happens, I was fucking murdered. 100%.
Don't even put
100%,
it
dog.
out there, bro. You scare me.
I'm just saying. Hey,
Ugh.
Kyle, if you're 6 feet and you're 210, you would qualify for a GLP-1 medication like Ozempic or Mounjaro. I've lost 50 pounds taking a GLP-1. Oh, so this dude's saying
That you could get it from
I
the
actually
doctor.
could get it. Damn, bro. that's a hit to the pride right there. Like I thought, like, yeah, I'm a little overweight, but nothing crazy. And he's like, nah, you can get it.
That doesn't seem too unreal. Like 6 foot 210, like sounds like some regular shit. But I feel like they hand that stuff out like pretty easily. The Ozempic or
I guess so. I guess so.
you know.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if I don't know if I take it because I feel like if I were to take it, very quickly I'd get down to the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I feel
you'd
like
look
within a
like
month or
scary.
two. Yeah, I
You
can't.
look
Like
skinny
again,
as it is.
I
Yeah.
have to lose 15 pounds. Not like I feel like if I take that, I would lose like 50 pounds, and it would not look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like you can do that shit 15 pounds just naturally, but like 50 is a lot. 50, like that would take you back to like high school weight, you know?
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't want to do 50. I
No,
wouldn't want
that's
to
what I'm
do
saying.
50.
50
Yeah.
would be OD. That would be like something seems
The,
wrong with him.
the lowest I would go is 180.
Yeah, that's a couple.
Maybe 185.
Yeah,
That's the lowest I would go.
yeah.
But shout out
That's
to you,
it.
Craig. That's awesome that you lost all that weight, man.
Yeah,
That's
for
great.
real. Yeah, good shit, Craig. I hate the amount, but thank you, Spencer.
I live in Las Vegas. The McChicken is still $1.99 and 2 for $3 plus the free medium fry. Friday on the app is gas. So
I have heard the McDonald's app blesses you with some good ass prices.
Really?
I just haven't gotten around. Yes, I've heard from a lot of people that if you get the McDonald's app, it like will hit you with shit that like really blesses you.
so you should get that shit. Then.
I know I'm about to download that shit right when
Yeah.
we're done. I just don't want another fucking app on my phone, man.
I know that's everything's a fucking app. Everything. Okay, so we got this little TV. I'm a fan of a small TV, dog. Like I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but like a big screen TV. If it gets too big, I hate that I gotta like look around to
Yes.
fucking see the whole shit. Like I like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
smaller TV.
Yep.
So we went to Walmart the other day. I got the
Mhm.
smallest TV they had. I think it was 24 inches, and the shit was sort of adorable. Like it was a nice small TV. And the other thing about small TVs is the picture is usually much more on
Crispy.
point. Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
crispy, it's bright and crispy and just perfect.
Yep.
So anyway, I go. We set the shit up. I plug it in, and it gives me like a whole bunch of steps I got to go through. And I'm like, oh mother! And then they wanted me to get an app, and they wanted me to do this thing and that
Nah,
thing. I was like,
fuck off.
fuck you. The
Yeah.
whole point of me getting a small TV is like, let me just plug this bitch in, log into one of my shits, and that's it.
You
And
get
even
one.
the logging into one of my shits is sort of like fuck you still, you know.
Yes.
But I logged into that one shit, but I got around the app. Like I didn't have to get the app, but
Yeah.
the fact like they were trying to push it on me made me so pissed off because it's like, why can't you just ever get anything and just have it work?
You know
Why
what?
does it always give me shit? You know?
You know what my like biggest frustration with fucking shit now is the 2-step verification shit. You ever have to like it's like here's my password. It's like you ask me my username and password, then they're like, no, here's another
Question. Yeah.
verification. Like we're gonna send you some shit on a different app that you have to open up. Then you gotta rush back to this app and tell us the code or the thing. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I just gave you my password. Like, why do I gotta now verify my shit? Like YouTube TV does that all the time. It's like, all right, yeah, you gave us your password, but now go to Google and tell us the same number that we're about to hit you with on this shit. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm giving you my fucking password. Isn't that enough shit? Like, isn't that
sometimes
what I need?
And sometimes it goes to an email you haven't logged into in like 10 years, and it's like, do it on that email. It's like, I don't remember that email, bro. Like,
bro, yeah, I got my new iPhone, and I still have my other iPhone hooked up. I use it in the sauna as like just like my burner phone. But like when I try to sign into shit, it sends it to the Google thing on that phone. So it's like downstairs. I got to turn the Wi-Fi on,
bro.
like, and then I got to press approve. And it's like, is this really you? I'm like, yes, this shit is me. Like, who else would be signing into some random fucking account? But low key, Molly got on a Easy Pass thing. She pressed like she got a text, pressed the shit. So we're at Nick's broke her arm. So we're at the fucking thing. And Molly's like doing something on her phone. And she was like, can you put your credit card number in here? Like it's saying my card keeps getting declined or something like that. And she did it like 3 times. I was like, sure, let me try. I put my whole shit in there, put the security code. I'm like, it says my card's declined. And then like I just gave it back to her. She was like, all right, forget it. And then later she goes, it was a fake shit.
Of course.
So like I tried that card like 3 times. So even if they didn't get it the first time, they got my shit.
They got your shit. You got to cancel that shit, bro.
No, she canceled it right away. But I'm still like, why would you click on a text message from some Easy Pass shit? But then I told it to someone else and they were like, I got with the Easy Pass shit too, because I was using like my dad's Easy Pass and then like
That's why
Like,
they do it, because it works. Like, they find out ways. That's
there's
what I'm telling
always
you.
some shit.
You need to be a curmudgeon when it comes to anything people say
All
to
that
you
shit.
online. Literally everything is no, 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 no. It could sound like the most legit shit ever. No. The answer is no, not happening. You know what I'm saying?
I know. The fact that she was like, I was just like, because I had just put my debit card like into my iPhone wallet and like synced all my shit up. And then she was like, yeah, I just canceled all that. And I'm like, fuck. So now I get like a pop-up on my phone that my debit, whatever, I got to change that shit. I had to activate some shit, all because she was like, can you try your credit card? So the company got 2 fucking cards.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully we're good. But Spencer, shout out to you, man. I'm surprised that like there's not universal prices on McChickens. That it's still
No, it definitely
$1.99.
varies, bro. 100%.
My mom told me that too. She said that like Target price matches shit. And she was like, in different states, like in the Midwest or whatever, like stuff is cheaper at Targets out there. And I kind of was like surprised by that.
I mean, there's no way that, McChicken in fucking West Virginia is the same as Hawaii. Like, Hawaii is going to be way more expensive.
That's true. Yeah, well, like Hawaii is different, but like
Even California, West Virginia versus California is going to be more expensive.
Yeah.
Which,
like I would think of McDonald's, like everything would be universal, but
no.
Guess not. I might have to fly out to Las Vegas and get some McChicken. Sell them shits out here for $2. Oh, appreciate you, Spencer. Thanks, bro.
Kyle, my religion is real. The golden order, my religion, we praise the sun. The reason I believe my religion is the correct one from the 4,000 other religions, because I can actually see my God in the sky every damn day. Join or else. I will say.
What's the religion?
We praise the sun, it says. So I will say that of all the shit that me and Crystal have talked about this, of all the shit that, like, if you're going to say, like, oh, I got to pick one of the shits, I would go with some, like, sun worship type shit. Because that shit actually is real. The sun is in the sky. The sun gives us fucking life. Like, we couldn't exist without the sun.
Yeah.
So, like, in a way, in like a artsy ass way, if you want to say like the sun is God, like, I could sort of fuck with you on that. Like, if I have to pick from the whole menu of religions, I'm probably going with some pagan ass shit, like some sun worship type shit.
Yeah.
Or I would go with, I fuck with Jainism. You ever heard of Jainism? Jainism says like everything that is living is holy, and you can't like hurt anything that's living. So like they don't spot fucking flies, they don't eat anything. Like,
oh yeah, I guess I don't fuck with all that.
I don't fuck with all of it. Like, I eat meat and shit, but like logically I get it. Like, oh, I see what you guys are doing. Like, that makes sense to me. Like, you're saying if there's any sort of humanity or consciousness or life inside of a thing, like, just don't fuck it up. Like, let it be in peace. You know what I'm saying? I get that. So like, that's where I would go. If I had to pick, I would probably pick like some sun worship shit, some paganism shit, or some Jainism shit. But
I just feel like there's so much. I feel like, what else do they praise? I mean, like
it's like my guess is it's like a pagan shit, like where you worship nature.
Oh, okay.
Like, you worship the fucking sun. And
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
It makes sense because, like, if you're dependent on the weather and Mother Nature to like grow your food and survive, like, you're gonna really hope like, oh, we need the rain, so I'm praying for the rain god to come and fucking like give us some rain. Like, I there's a logic to that makes more sense to me than any of the major religions, Yeah.
What's that little like OBU? Is that supposed to be like an emoji or some shit? Maybe the sun?
I think that's supposed to be an emoji that came across as like text, but I don't know.
Yeah, it does that sometimes. Well, shout out to you. Thanks for the.
We're supposed to be in my religion. We praise the sun. I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe, I don't know. Appreciate you though, man. I praise the sun as well. I like that shit.
I do in my actions because like I love the summer, I love the spring, and when the sun is not there, I'm sad. I get very sad when the sun's not there.
100%. Thank you, bro. I like this one.
Knicks win the championship, but we get 4 more years of Trump, or we get 4 years of Bernie adjacent politics, but the Celtics 4-peat pick both of you. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. You know what I'm gonna answer. I absolutely have to go the Bernie shit because.
Oh really? I don't know, man. I might do Trump 4 more years to see the next.
We're all gonna die, bro. The world is gonna be over. At least Bernie could maybe save us, bro.
That's a good ass question though. But yeah, no, probably I would go Celtics 4-peat because I mean, like they practically fucking always 4-peat anyway.
And we sort of expected that shit anyway when they actually won the title 2 years ago. We were like, oh, they're gonna like 4-peat,
Yeah. And then fucking Jason Tatum's coming back already from his surgery, which is what he was dunking. Like
I saw that, but it was a 2-foot jump. It wasn't a 1-foot jump. He's actually on schedule, but yeah, still, it's kind of crazy that he's back.
Like he's a freak of nature, but like also he's gonna be shook a little bit. But at least Halliburton, I think, will be out for the year. But Tatum's probably going to come back at some point.
Tatum got hurt at the right time. Like, he just got to, like, he had the surgery literally the next day, immediately.
Yep.
Right? which was a good move.
Yep.
Because then it speeds up the process. Then he just started rehabbing all summer. Like, it wasn't even.
Yeah.
It was like the best time to hurt yourself like that,
Yep. Thanks though, Kyle Craven.
Sorry I couldn't watch and Zoran had a live rally 2 weeks ago. Jon Stewart had a segment about shooter blame game where he equivocated both the left and right like a centrist. I like John, but data shows the right are dangerous. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I don't like any of the both side shit these days. Really gets under my skin.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Lizzie. Thanks for the $20. Appreciate that. And I hope you enjoyed that Zoran rally. I saw that Majority Report was there too.
Was that in the city? He did.
I think it was in the city. Yeah, I think it was in the city,
good.
And the event was packed. So yeah, I'm sure that went well.
The fact that he's going, like, it's just basically him and Cuomo again, right?
I mean Cuomo, and I think Cuomo's gonna get fucking his cheeks clapped.
That's what I'm saying. He already got the cheeks clapped.
And he's about to get it again, dog. Like, it's about to be worse.
And Mayor Adams dropped out.
Adams dropped out for some deal with Trump. Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Oh, you think they got?
Oh yeah, he'll get a position. Yeah, he dropped out for some job type shit. Yeah.
Thanks,
He'll wait a little bit to make it look like that's not the case, but
yeah, and then it will.
Have y'all seen the interview with Lyle and Crystal? Such riveting details. Yeah. Me and Corin talked about that earlier. Yeah.
Thanks, guy.
I watched it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Corin, you'd like it if you watch it.
Will Lyle be back? Is Lyle back?
What's that?
Will Lyle be back?
I don't know because it seemed like a one-time thing,
Yeah.
But, it was fun to do a comedy type skit though. It was enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, you can come back as a Mexican cartel guy next.
I should do that. Yeah, that would be funny. Watched you and Alex Jones in 2012. Now it's just you versus the leftist pod mafia. My dad's MAGA and Mexican, but your vids changed his mind. Let's go. My 4-year-old says Kyle's cool and wants white hair too. That's awesome. I love all that. And I love that your dad changed his mind. I mean, that gives me hope hearing that.
Appreciate you, Brian.
Yeah. Kyle, I've been a secular talk fan since 2013. What do you think about Kirk being murdered the same day that Senate Republicans voted to block the Epstein files? The MAGA base completely moved on. Bro, they voted to block the Epstein files like 5 times. There were 5 different occasions where they were like, nope, we're going to block the release of the Epstein file. They're still blocking it every day because they're refusing to sit Adelita Grijalva, who's a Democrat who won, which would be the 218th vote, which would mean the Democrats have the votes to release the Epstein files. And they're fucking blocking sitting her as long as they can because they're probably trying to remove Trump's name from all of it. So, yeah, I don't think those 2 things are connected, but they've been blocking it for a very long time now, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Appreciate you, Mark. Thanks, bro.
Kyle, would you host Moist Critical for KKF? He may not be Joe Rogan of the left, but he may be Asmund Gold of the left. He has a lot of good takes lately and speaks a lot against insurance. Yes, I would. I fuck with Moist Critical. He's like the much cleaner and much more intelligent Asmund Gold, like you said, like just seems more like a normal dude, but a normal dude who leans good. Whereas Asmund Gold's a normal dude who leans bad. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely have him. I don't know if he'd want to do it though. I think he's way bigger than me, so I don't know if he'd be down, but we could try.
Moist Critical? I never even heard of that shit.
Yeah, he's this big YouTuber.
Oh,
he's
really?
got like a gazillion followers. He's just like a regular dude who lives in Florida.
Oh, nice.
And just does like random takes on the internet about random shit, but somehow garnered like a colossal audience.
Damn.
I think his name on YouTube, I think it's Penguins 1 or something like that. But he used to be Moist Critical, and his name is Charlie. He goes by like a bunch of different shits. But yeah, he's had some good takes lately, so I respect him.
This is true. This is all true.
Corin nods along at Kyle's points a lot. Seems like a good dude, despite being somewhat apolitical. We approve.
Thanks, Kyle. Yes, that was spot on.
That's my boy.
Eminem,
thank you for the 11.99 pounds. Is that euros, pounds?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be like $10. Thank you, though. I
We appreciate that. But if you dive into fiction, be careful because you can get sucked in like that time you felt pulled into that TV show, but pulled out. Sorry if this sounds creepy as fuck. Look up ScarCraft 1 OG graphics. But if you dive into fiction, be careful because you can get sucked in like that time you felt pulled into that TV show. Are you talking about the time I fell in love with Game of Thrones? Is that what he's talking about? I don't know Tariq. I know who Tariq is, though. He's cool.
Oh,
appreciate the $10. Don't quite understand what you're saying, but
did you see this? The Mark Sanchez shit?
Yes. Didn't he like go around committing crimes?
No, he
Mark Sanchez situation. Wasn't he drunk driving and then got into a fight with some dude or some shit?
No, he was like walking outside of a bar. Like the first video was him coming out like stabbed, like holding like a bloody torso. And then then more videos came out as like he walked in the alleyway, he walked out of the alleyway. Like it's such a weird situation. He got into a fight with this truck driver and then got pepper sprayed and stabbed. The guy was like 70. It's a very weird situation. They don't know if like he was drugged or if he was like looking for drugs or
His ex-wife said they weren't surprised by this at all.
I saw that too.
So that means he was doing some creepy ass shit. That's what that means.
Yeah, it's just he's never really got caught up in anything before. That's why it's so weird that
Nothing that we knew of, dog. But if the ex-wife is saying, bro, this is his, like, I'm not surprised. That means something. Like, me and Crystal just watched. Did you see that Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched, but
that shit is crazy, dog.
Really?
He was a crackhead.
Oh yeah,
not just a crackhead. He was doing crack every night.
Really?
Would never sleep. Was doing it during that TV show 2.5 Men.
That show was kind of fire.
My mom loved that show. She watched that show all the fucking time.
He was doing it while like on the show too.
Bro, but this is how bad it got. Everybody knew he's literally going to kill himself. Like, he will smoke crack until he fucking dies.
Yeah.
And so his dealer worked with his drug counselor, and they came up with a plan where the dealer was going to cut the crack to make it less and less potent every day.
Damn.
And so they cut it every day till eventually the crack was like basically not even crack anymore. And Charlie was like, damn, this shit's not even working anymore, bro. Like, all right, I'm just guess I'm not going to smoke it anymore. And the shit worked.
They worked with his drug dealer. That's wild that he kind of would like.
The drug dealer sort of saved his life. Like that, the drug dealer sort of hooked him up. And he's in the documentary too. The drug dealer's in the documentary.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean,
good documentary.
He seems like like I've seen a couple interviews with him. He seems like a kind of good, normal dude now. Is he not likable?
Oh, no. I mean, he's got this weird charm about him, which is why, he got so famous, even though he's a piece of shit. But like, you watch the documentary, you see his ex-wives are fucking tortured by him. Like, he's got a lot of skeletons in that closet. Yeah, it seems like Sanchez might be similar,
Yeah, it's sad because I liked him when he was a quarterback of the Jets. I saw a lot of memes saying that he'd be a lot better than the current Jets quarterback, even in his situation right now. But it's I'm curious to see what the hell happened because it's definitely a weird situation. Like, what the fuck was going on with that? But appreciate you, Alex.
Every time MTG talks about affordability, we need Rokana to methodically, respectfully, slowly, strategically talk to her about universal programs and remove all the BS of socialism, communism, etc. Yeah, but I think she's virtue signaling. I don't think she'd ever vote for those things. You know what I'm saying? But like, yes, in general, I agree with your breakdown. I feel like with most people, if you do that, the reaction is positive.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if affordability is a problem, we could have universal health care and it would cost less. It would save money and everybody would be covered,
Yeah. Appreciate you, Mohit.
Set list journeys. Thanks for the $10. Piers Morgan's fall from grace is sad. He went from interviewing respectable people like Elton John with his life stories series to weirdos on the internet. And now he's all rage bait. That is so true. I never thought about it like that. Yeah, he used to have these like A-list celebrities come on and shit and do like long form interviews. And now he like begs me to come on every day.
I mean, it's sad to see like the fall from grace from a lot of those people. Like the same thing is Don Lemon. Like,
oh yeah, no. Credit to him though, he's on the ground right now at the ICE protest, dog.
Oh, he is?
He's in the streets right now.
Okay.
Yeah. All so right. I thought he was gonna do a right-wing grift, but he actually, to his credit, he never did, man. He said, no, I'm staying on the left. So I respect him a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, but it's just funny when these people like Piers Morgan or I don't even like
Megyn Kelly,
when they don't have the same platform as like that big Fox News or like CNN backing, and then they just turn to whatever they think is going to get them the most attention, and that's what
Megyn Kelly did, bro. Megyn Kelly came online and started like at first being herself, and people didn't like it, and then she was like, okay, I guess I got to suck up to Trump all the time, and now she does that,
Wasn't she like the host of some NBC show for a hot minute or CBS?
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah, she went from Fox News to like NBC to fucking nothing to online being herself, and everybody hated her. Then she was not herself anymore, and that's where we are now.
Fuck her. Thanks though, Setlist Journey. Cannonball, thank you, bro.
Thanks, Cannonball. Appreciate that $20.
Yeah, thank you.
Very
and then he's got a question too.
My son wants to learn golf, but it seems like an elitist sport to me. Am I wrong? No, you're half right. It does have, the idea of it now, people look at it like, oh, that's like a wealthy person sport. I will say, so that is partly true, but it is also true that especially at public courses, there's a lot of working class people who play golf and enjoy golf,
Yeah.
It's the difference between a private course and a public course. A private course is generally very elitist with a lot of rules and etiquette shit. A public course is a little more laid back. Yeah. So as long as you're going to a driving range or a public course, it can be a working class thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's gotten a lot more mainstream too with COVID. A lot of people started picking.
A lot of people picked it up with COVID. That's right. Yeah, and also a lot of people in the late '90s until today. A lot of people in the Tiger era picked it up because they just saw golf as like more fun and cool than it ever was before.
Yep, and now even more with like Live and all that shit. They're
Live.
trying to make. Yeah, I know, but they're trying to make it more fun. Like even the what's the shit that Tiger Woods does?
The
The
TGL, the
TGL,
Tiger,
yeah,
yeah,
like
the TGL league where they hit into the screen. Yeah.
they want to make it more kind of relatable to
Accessible.
every
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally.
Last one from Nathan.
Part 3, I hear you, Kyle. We can do both. Troll MAGA, talk to Fuentes, and destroy his arguments to his face. Love you too, Corin. DM'd you to come on my show.
I'll check. I haven't checked my DMs.
Yeah, you're never on Twitter anymore, right?
I know. I'm kind of slow with it. Appreciate you.
I'll
check it.
Tell your dad, Jeff, that we appreciate him. Nathan. Yeah. Billy, thanks for the $10. My boss is demanding I 10 times the efficiency of the small team I manage. He thinks he's Elon. Oh, Jesus Christ. I could do it with AI, but it might cost some folks their jobs. I need mine. Major medical debt. Advice? Whoo! You can't throw your people under the bus, bro. I wouldn't throw my people under the bus. I know it sucks, but you can't throw them under the bus. I would just do as good as you can, and then say to the dude, like, we did as good as we could. You know, maybe we only double the efficiency. You're gonna accept that, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, in long term, get the fuck away from this boss, bro. Because
that's fucked
working
up.
for people like that is like being in prison, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so horrible. So horrible.
He's got a boss probably that's telling him to fucking cut heads and shit, you know?
Yeah,
like
they're all cunts. The higher you go up the food chain, they're all fucking cunts. None of them are good people, you know?
Thanks, Billy. A couple more here. This is like
Mark Cuban is launching a startup for people to finance against their car equity, even if they still owe money. How cooked are we? So cooked, bro.
What is that? He's
so
started for people to finance against
their car equity, even if they still owe money. So it's
what
like
does that even mean?
Making money off the debt, like refinancing a car, basically. Finance against their car equity.
Jesus.
So like what? Yeah, borrow against the equity of your car, I think is what they're saying. So like if your car's worth like 20 grand, they say, hey, you want to borrow like 5 grand right now and then sell me the car later on? I think that's the idea. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, the economy is cooked, bro. Like inflation's up, unemployment's up, Trump's destroying the economy with the trade war, the dollar's plummeting. I don't know if you saw this, Corin, but somebody in Trump's inner circle made $190 million because they got insider trading knowledge and they bet that the market was going to crash right before Trump announced some shit that made the market crash. Like either Trump or Barron or Don Jr. or fucking Eric or one of those people just made $190 million on some smooth ass illegal shit, and they're going to get away with it. They're going to fucking get away with it.
That's scary shit. This is the last one here.
Please check out King Von. He's the first serial killer rapper, and he blew up back in 2018. Jesus Christ. I kind of vaguely heard of King Von. Have you heard of David Corin? He's this R&B singer who killed somebody.
No. Oh, is it like the teenage girl that was in his car or something?
In his car, that's right. And he's still, I don't even think they arrested his ass yet, unless that changed recently.
Did he get into an accident or something?
Well, no, I think he said the car was stolen or some shit.
I don't even know. Yeah, I kept seeing that
girl, and there's like connections people made in his songs and shit.
Oh, really?
Where they were like, "Oh, you fucking like you knew what you were doing. Like you fucking killed this girl." But he hasn't been arrested. I don't think he's been arrested. Last time I checked this shit, he wasn't arrested.
Jesus. Let me see if I can find.
It's David with a 4. It's D4 vid. If that's what you're looking up.
No, I'm trying to find this one.
King Von?
No.
What are you looking for?
I was trying to find someone's super chat. Said I missed it. I couldn't get to all of them. There was a lot, and I tried to get to all, but I was trying to find it for him. Jordan something. Sorry, buddy. Jordan, I'm trying to look for it, man. My bad.
Yo, you guys haven't read my super chat question. There's a different way to pull them up, Corin, that has them like literally in chronological order.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Bit of secular talk since 2015 when you roasted Milo Yiannopoulos. I know you're NBA fans. Did you know that Miriam Adelson owns the Mavs? I know isn't that recent? I think that's recent that she owned the Mavs. I did not know that.
Yeah, I think they bought the Mavs like last year or 2 years ago or something like that.
It was recent.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just before they got rid of fucking
Yes, Luka, and they fucking roasted the hell out of the owner for not knowing anything and being the decision maker behind that shit.
But then didn't they get Cooper Flag? No, that was
they got Cooper Flag.
Yeah, so that was rigged.
They got the number 1 overall pick. Yes, exactly.
Totally rigged. Totally fucking rigged. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, bro. It's so rigged. It's all so rigged. I watched a YouTube video the other day. They say for sure it was rigged, the Western Conference Finals, when it was Kobe and Shaq versus the Kings.
Yeah.
The YouTube video was like 100% without a doubt that shit was rigged.
Yeah, they beat the Sacramento Kings in the Western
Mike
Conference
Bibby.
Finals.
Yeah.
Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, like they had everybody on that team, and the free throw differential they show
Yep.
was like absurd.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy how they rig it. And that year, David Stern had said, what's your ideal finals? He said Lakers versus Lakers.
Yeah,
that's what he said. And then they go on to rig it for the Lakers to get to the finals.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, man. That's so crazy.
You missed my super chat. I just wanted to say, yeah, you didn't spend $100. Liar. I couldn't get to all of them. I appreciate
Kushner.
you.
Are you trying to say Kushner killed Charlie Kirk?
That'd
be crazy.
Thanks
They're
for
reading super chats from half an hour ago right now.
Well, thanks for rocking out, man. I appreciate it. It's a long night, man. There was a lot that I fucking try to get to all of them, and we appreciate Kyle for staying on for all of them too. So I try to spare him some time. Is there anything I missed on your end, Kyle? I know you had some stuff written down and it's late.
I was just going to ask you if you watched the Obama interview with Mark Maron, which just came out.
I didn't watch it yet. I just saw the final clip that Obama posted.
You saw the clip Obama posted. So the whole thing just came out, and I watched the whole thing.
Was it good?
It's weird, man. I got weird feelings about Obama. Like, on the one hand, I look at him and I'm sort of nostalgic because it's like everything Trump is doing, like what I would give to just have an Obama-like figure in there. Like, it would just feel so much better to just have somebody who is like sane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I have huge disagreements with him, like I still look at him and I'm like, you're just a better person than Donald Trump. Like, there's no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, that's the one way I feel. But then the other way I feel it when I was listening to that conversation is like, you guys, like both Marin and Obama seem, you don't really fully get it, like how fucked we are. Like, I think there was one part where Obama said he was like optimistic or some shit.
That's the clip I saw. He was like, I think we're going to be fine. He's like, because I talk to people like you and it gives me hope that there's still good people. And I'm like, yeah, but like there's not a lot of Mark Marons out there. There's a lot of bad people too.
Exactly. And so Mark, I think, gets it more than Obama does, because he asked a question about like, at what point do we say like we're in the fascism now?
Yeah.
And Obama, had some sort of dodgy type answer. But yeah, I don't know. It made me feel like, damn, how do you still not get it? Like, what media are you consuming that you can look around and be like, yeah, like we'll be all right. Like, actually, no, bitch. Now's the time to hair on fire, fucking 5-alarm fire, telling everybody you got to get in the fucking streets. Like, it's all on the line right now. But he just ain't. He doesn't have it in him to do that. He's got this liberal instinct of always like splitting the difference and being the reasonable person. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. So I had very mixed feelings watching it. I think I might cover different parts of that for my show, I think.
Yeah, and he also sees things through a filtered lens. He's not like on the grounds, and he's not like he's seeing shit through your point. Like, I don't know what media he's watching, but probably, whatever. MSNBC, all this shit.
Ezra Klein, I would say, probably watching Ezra Klein's podcast and shit, reading the New York Times, whatever, that shit.
Exactly. So he's probably like, oh, shit's not like terrible. It'll be all right. Like, Trump's bad. But like, I don't know. I feel like Obama recently, and the shit that I've seen, the way he talks, it's like a lot slower and kind of more boring. And like, he doesn't get to his point quick enough. And it's kind of like, yo, like, get to it already, dog. We know you're very smart.
Right? And I think he even says it at one point. He said in it, like, I'm out of touch now. He literally said it. And he references like what his girls watch on TikTok.
Yeah.
He's like, I watch them. I just like don't understand the medium. And that's to your point. That's like gets exactly to your point, because you're right. He doesn't speak punchy enough. He's not like to the point enough. It's a very old school sort of way of communicating, which worked for the time.
Yeah.
But like now it feels like so dated, where it's like you're just sort of in over your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really, like, you are out of touch. You're right when you say you're out of touch. That like you don't see the urgency of the moment. You don't see that like the political reality has shifted, and even the communication style has shifted, and that like your old school way of talking is a dinosaur's way of talking, and like it's just not there. It's not the right way to talk anymore. So yeah, it was weird. And then the other thing I wanted to say was Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are dating. Did you see that?
I saw a picture of him like grabbing her ass. I kind of was like, she got them cheeks a little bit, but like,
bro. But I hate both of them so much because they like it kind of gets to this same Obama conversation. Like, he's the Obama of Canada, it feels like, and
yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of weird to like. So he was a prime minister of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
He did that job. He left. But like, you get the sense that with Obama and with Trudeau, it's like they feel like, well, all right, I did what I could. I'm out. And that's like, I don't know. It's just so it's just such a liberal way of approaching the world. Like, oh, I did my shit, I'm out. Now I'm gonna go hook up with this pop star Katy Perry.
Yeah,
And it's like
it's a
you
weird.
do realize shit still sucks, right? You do realize like the world is falling apart, right? It just feels like it's so not like Bernie, who's still out there giving rallies at fucking 1,000 years old and still desperately trying to like build up solidarity among the working class and like move us in the right direction. It just feels they're so like sort of self-obsessed and narcissistic and navel gazing and like it's just I don't know, something about it just feels gross.
Yeah,
That they don't really understand what the moment is and they just sort of look at it like, well, I did what I could do and now I'm out, you know?
Yeah, on a yacht with her, like
On a yacht with Katy Perry,
yeah,
two like totally vapid human beings who like, you know, they can't have a fucking deep conversation. It's all like surface shit, you know? It's like he wanted, oh, I'm a prime minister and now I'm dating this like hot pop star. Like, oh, aren't I so amazing? It's very like childish celebrity like thinking. Like, oh, I'll live in my mansion with my like pop star girlfriend and we'll live happily ever after. And it's like, I don't know if you noticed, the world is fucking burning to the ground.
yeah, like maybe, yeah. I feel like that with a little bit with Cory Booker and his like Rosario Dawson. I'm like, this is kind of like a little weird. Like, yeah, cool, you guys are in love, but
wait,
like,
are they still together? I thought they broke up.
No, I think they're like OD in love.
He just got married. I thought it wasn't to Rosario Dawson.
No, I think it was exactly to her.
Okay, let me see.
It'd be weird.
No, I'm right.
Oh, for real? He broke up with Rosario Dawson?
Cory Booker and Rosario Dawson were in a relationship from 2019 to 2022, which ended amicably with them remaining good friends. After their breakup, Dawson moved on to a new relationship with some person I don't know, and Booker became engaged to Alexis Lewis.
Oh, wow.
So, yes.
She's just a regular-ass lady?
I think so. Alexis Lewis. So, he married this Alexis Lewis lady, and she is... Oh, my God. She kind of looks like Rosario Dawson.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he has the type.
Bro, that's crazy. She looks a lot like... She's like a less attractive version of Rosario Dawson. That's crazy.
And not as famous.
Definitely not as famous. But yeah, there you go. And that's all I got for you, bro.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. If yeah, like I saw Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck broke up again, but then they did a movie together and like they were at the premiere and they were fine. Like that one's weird to me. She dates like everybody in Hollywood.
That's so weird. All that is so weird.
It's so weird. It's so weird. But the Trudeau one wasn't he likable for a minute?
No, it's not that. No, he's never been like likable. It's
oh,
just
really?
That, no, it's just that compared to what we have here, it's like I would like that more. You know, like that's always what it is. With Obama, with Trudeau, you look at it and you're like, I'll take it versus what the fuck we got now.
Yeah.
But then when they're in there, it also feels like you guys didn't do anywhere near as much as you needed to fucking do. You know, like these aren't transformational. Like Trump is a transformational president. Like he's destroying everything. Just a total game changer, shifting the paradigm, new precedents all over the place. But like Obama wasn't that, you know? Yeah. And it's like, we needed you to be that. We needed you to be the new FDR, but you weren't. You were sort of like a slightly better version of Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Obama also now is like playing the role of like, and I said this before, like he's like too cool for school. Like I think he's playing that like I'm the coolest president ever role. And it's like he's trying to be too cool where it's just like, I don't even think he cares about what he's saying anymore. He just wants to keep this kind of like cool persona.
Yeah, there's this like disconnected Gen X aloofness to him, you know? He is very aloof about everything.
I fuck with him though. He was nice when I met him. He was like super cool and fucking like Rico Suave. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, every president in person will charm the shit out of you. Every president. There's
sure
literally
Trump would do the same. Like
Trump would do the same. Biden would do the same. Fucking George W. Bush in person with the same shit. Like they're all. You cannot become president unless you can fucking charm the shit out of people.
Yeah, that's very true.
You need to be great one-on-one. You know.
Yeah, that's why Bernie was never president because he was just like fuck everybody.
Yeah, which I relate to that shit.
Yeah, no, I know, I liked it too, but like he didn't have
he's a hardcore introvert who can't even fake it. You know, I can fake it sometimes.
Yeah.
He can't even fake it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that that's probably he did it to the New York Times. He's getting interviewed by the New York Times. He's like, I'm not going to call you on your birthday. I don't care about what's going on in your life.
I love that.
Yeah, true.
Did you see this new AI thing? It's like the homeless prank where like people are like you could send a picture of like your couch in your house and like put like a homeless person on it.
No, I didn't see this.
Yeah, it's like going around. It's like there's like memes of like text messages with a husband and a wife, and it's like hey, this guy came to the door and he said he was just looking for some food or something like that. So I let him in. And they take a picture of like their dining room table, and you can like put like a homeless person at your table. And the text is like the husband, like, what are you fucking crazy? Like, how do you let this person in your house? So like the Yonkers Police Department was like, their new thing is like, please wait before you call 911. So there's like now you gotta wait before you call 911 because it could be like a fake prank AI thing that like just your sibling is doing to you.
That's
I just found
hilarious.
it funny. There's like the funniest like text threads, and some are probably real and some are probably not real, but they have other ones where you could do like a shirtless plumber. So like a wife will like text a husband and like the guy's by their toilet bowl or something with his shirt off, and it's just like, yeah, the plumber's here, he's just fixing the leak or something like that. And the husband's like, why is his fucking shirt off?
Although I will say I had it wasn't a plumber, it was a like a carpet guy one
Yeah.
time who came to the house when I was a kid, and that motherfucker's whole ass crack was showing when he was doing the carpet. And I remember me and my sister like laughing about it and fucking joking about it and shit, you know.
I mean, I think it's universal. And this is another thing. I don't know why like plumbers and like any type of handyman wear jeans, because that shit probably is not comfy to like do your work in. And also, like your ass crack is just always showing when you bend over. So like wear some elasticy shit that doesn't expose your ass crack, and like play that role of like having your ass crack be shown.
Yeah, you have one job really, and it's to do the
Not
shit
show
you're
your
doing
ass
and not
crack.
show your ass crack. You know, I guess 2 jobs. Your actual job and don't show your ass crack. And they fail on that second shit all the time.
I'm not
Bro.
gonna front. I feel like there were moments where I've bent over and like my whole ass crack is out, and like I've had to like fix my shit. But it's like you got to know your jeans are at a level when you bend over that your ass crack is going to be exposed.
Yeah, facts.
And if you're going to be bending over to like fix some toilet shit, pull your pants up.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
All right. We've been rocking for a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack, yo. Tell that to Charlie Sheen, dog. Tell that to Charlie Sheen.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I'm gonna.
It was good. It was worth it. There's 2 episodes to it, and maybe they're like hour and 30 minutes or so each, and it's worth it. It's good. He did the documentary, so he kind of tries to suck himself off a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's still enough of other people's perspectives where you can get a sense of like what actually was happening. And yeah, he was it was good. It was a good watch.
He had a big fall from grace, man. I mean, like I remember Major League where he was Wild Thing, and that was the shit. And like
He was just on Rogan. He just went on Rogan recently. You saw?
yeah, I
him?
saw some clips of that too. He was on the day I think Charlie Kirk got like shot.
That's right. Yeah, and they were both like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
All right, love you, bro. Thanks for
All right.
rocking out, everybody.
Love you too, man. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you. Peace.